screenshots and cameras to prove what they say. But the sun didn't set and the planet didn't end. Now they're scratching their heads and calling it pretend. The world kept spinning as the light stayed on. Flat earthers tried to cheer, but the proof was gone. Antarctica showed them what they didn't want to see. A globe's victory, reality's decree. Flat earth tears on frozen ground. Globers dancing all around. Their theories crumbled under the sun's bright truth. Science won the game and crushed the untruth. They packed up their disbelief, hid it in a case. Still cried conspiracy to save some face. No edge to find, no great abyss, just a round earth with a daylight kiss. The skeptics lost in a luminous parade, under a sky that never betrayed. Flat earthers sighed, holding maps and lies. Globers laughed beneath an Arctic sky. Yes, the earth's a globe spinning every day, a fact that even night cannot sway. They came to prove the world was flat, but the endless sun was having none of that. Tony thinks the earth is flat, no spheres inside. NASA's got their cash, but he's got his light. Quoting old scriptures from the age of knights, mixing science and faith like he's making a fight. Where shadows collide, a podcast of chaos, where truths are denied. The Debunk Show, unraveling lies. Mike and his guests, unveiling disguise. Conspiracies tremble as we break through the haze, unmasking illusions with a thunderous blaze. Electronic beats intertwined with steel, unleashing the truth with an unstoppable zeal. Welcome to the Debunk Show, where we expose the secrets that they don't want you to know. EM meets metal, an explosive blend, unexplosive blend, unraveling conspiracies until the very end.
Hello and welcome back to the Debunk Show. How's everybody doing today? Tonight we have we have a debate, my first ever debate moderation between Shawn Hawkins and King NiCO. King NiCO, everybody. This is gonna be interesting. So it's gonna be your basic MDD rules, right? Get your super chats in. They will take priority when we get to the Q&A at the end. I do believe that Shawn Hawkins is streaming this as well, so make sure you go give him some love. I don't know if NiCO's streaming it as well, but yeah, this is obviously a very biased platform, but There'll be no bias on my part tonight. Both participants will be expected to maintain a respectful, I don't know, what do you say? A respectful, we don't want to make it, we don't want anyone to make a spectacle of themselves. And yes, hello Max, hello, how are you? Welcome into the show. We got Silent Dave, we got Josh Tremblay, we got Monkey Cat Pat Pat, we got Tay, we got Max, Clive Wells, we got Sparky NJ, we got Big Fish V32, we got Surrender Monkey, Zixie, Big Fish, Tiles, DM Lagoon, Surrender, well, I already read that, Wesley, Grandel Leonard, Real Sickness, what's up? Ryan Furman is here. You are Victoria. Hello. I will be biased enough for all of us. Perfect. so we're just waiting on King NiCO is here. You can see him in the little corner over here. Let me get the thumbnail up here. What do I call it? NiCO Hawkins. Here we go. All right. Boop. There it is. FT debate. Not my favorite thumbnail, but I was in a rush. Glitch, hello, how are you? He's acting like I haven't been here for every stream. I know you've been here for every stream. Yo, what's up, Sparky? Whoop whoop. We got Cuppy over on Twitch. Flat Earth Tears on solid ground. What's left to debate? How they're too hard-headed to admit defeat, says Andy. I swear, if this doesn't end with, oh yeah, well fuck you, then it was an utter failure. Terrier Darts, what's going on? We don't listen, man. Stop it, Noam. I mean, Andy. Oh, did I just do that? I instantly regretted that. I am not that. I'm a weirdo. Yo, Generally Shady, what's going on? Oh, I'm out. God, took you long enough. Yo, ASK, how's it going, buddy? How are you? Buddy? Did I just call you buddy, ASK? Wow. All right, so we're literally just waiting on Shawn to show up. You better not forget about me, or I will drive to where you live and take you to a baseball game. Yeah, I'll take you to a Red Sox game. I'll take you to a Red Sox game, Ryan. The drunk debunk guy is really Tom Thering from Wisconsin. He has flat Earth, now he poses as globe. Listen, man, you gotta pick the side that's winning. You know what I'm saying? So this Taz guy, right? I've been fucking with this Taz person. He's been commenting on like all my videos today, being like, "Hey, are you Tom Thering from Wisconsin?" And I was like, "Oh, you got me." And he's like, "Are you really?" And I was like, "I might be." And then he asked me, "Well, what's Tom Thering's, what was his wife's name?" And I said, "Which wife?" I never got a response to that. Robin Nicole, I'm here to support NiCO. All right, guys, so get your super chats in. We do have a goal for super chats, $2 and up. So if you do want to ask some questions, feel free to tag me. But super chats get priority. Oh my god. No, not lonely. I got God. You look just like him though. I never said I wasn't. I never said I wasn't Tom Thering from Wisconsin. Oh, Sparky NJ with a $10 super chat. Welcome to the community. Feel free to mute NiCO anytime he speaks. Joking, but not really. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. I appreciate you. So if we do hit 20 super chats, there's a goal. I will take a shot. So every 20 super chats, I take a shot. So if you guys really want to get me fucked up, then that's how you do it. Yes, Joe. Read my name. Read it. Yes. Louder. Yes. See it first. 2 CHF goes. I'll start then. Have fun. Yeah, let's go. Thank you so much for this $2 super chat. See, she's not lonely. She's delusional. She's fine. No, Mike, you pick the side that will get you the most views. Cuppy, I'm not here for them. I'm not here for the views. I'm here to spread information. Did you? Yeah, I made it to Buddy says. No, ASK, you're higher than Buddy. Well, I mean, you're. Oh my God, no, because I call everybody Buddy. Fuck. Gotta love King NiCO. He really is one of a kind. Yeah, we're gonna find out how big of. Listen, I gotta admit, guys, he has some. I haven't been creeping, okay, but he's on video right now. Like, if he didn't want to be seen, he wouldn't be on video right now, but he is, and he's got the two cutest fucking dogs I've ever seen in my life. They're adorable. He's got two no, not Shih Tzus, Chihuahuas. Take priority. Need help with this, Mike? No, I'm good. Taking a shot while modding a debate. Andy, I think you and I need to mod Mike himself. Not so much chat this time. I need to find snacks for this. Let's go. ASK says, don't worry, still love you. Doggos, he wins. No, he doesn't. No, please, no. Max, you become one of my favorite debunkers. Yeah, he's awesome. I freaking love Max. Glitch says, your team up with MC Toon was awesome. Y'all should make it a regular thing. Listen, man, if he wants me on his show, I would love to be on his show. FTFE and I we've been chatting. We chat every now and then. We throw each other a little thinking of you message. I'm just kidding. No. Oh my God, he's allowed to have canines, for fuck's sake. Oh, are they Pomeranians? I don't know dog breeds. I do not know dog breeds. Winchester with a plan. Yo, Kero Taco Bell dogs. I guess they're Pomeranians. Oh my God. Well, Max is here in chat. I love this. Imagine supporting NiCO. Oh yeah, I have zero patience with them. I am much kinder if we talk other stuff, but fuck first. Oh, good Lord. Yeah. All right, Shawn, where you at? Mr. Hawkins. Mr. Hawkins, where you be? Oh, Cuppy, I got your email, by the way. I got your email. We ready, bro? We ready, bro? Drunk Debunk, aka Tom Thering. Was one of your wives' names start with an M? With M, what was it? Well, there was three that started with an M. There was Mary, Melissa, and Michelle. But that's not also including Monica. Oh God, what was the other one? It was like, does Mistress count? As long as he isn't allowed to have cats, we're fine. Punctuality, it is important. I know this is my fault. This is my fault because I was chilling with the wife and things were running a little late, and I was like, hey guys, can we like move this from 8 to 8:30? And they both said yes, that's fine. But then I was actually on time, so I sent out the link to the Zoom to both of them. So now we're here. Oh my God, is FTFE here? FTFE's in my chat? Where? You got the peers on standby. Oh my God. Yeah, Max, I don't know why he's bailing on yeah, I'll share I'll send the Zoom link on the Discord too. Come on. Oh, he's in. Okay. John, put on your camera. Lord Luminous Poo for $5. Thank you so much. Says, Rick rolling is educational. It teaches kids not to trust every link. See more. See more. Oh my God, I love it. I know he's scared. I already embarrassed him on this. All right, Shawn, we need your camera. All right, so they're both muted. All right, I'm gonna throw my camera on. Here I am. Oh, I should probably put on my adjust background and effects. We got video, virtual backgrounds. I have a green screen, and we go with the space. Actually, you know what? Let's go with the northern lights this time. All right. Yo, Shawn, give me a 1-2. Oh,
Hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. My volume was down. Isn't that useful, Shawn? Having the volume all the way down? All right, so we're just waiting.
Turn the volume up on all my videos.
All right, NiCO, we're about to get ready here. Shawn, you want to throw your camera on?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Hey, there he is. All right, guys. All right. Yo, what's up? What's up, NiCO? How you doing, bud?
Good to see you, Mike. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, likewise. All right, so let me get you guys into. I don't want to be in that view. I've screwed this up all the time. All right, we're gonna pin you. All right, perfect. We're gonna big screen. We're gonna pop over here. All right, guys, and we are ready to get this debate underway. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of what I call it, the Drunk Debunk Show debate, episode 1. This is Shawn Hawkins versus King NiCO. Did TFE really happen? So each of our contestants is going to have 10 minutes for their introduction. After the 10 minutes each, it'll go into open discussion, and then we will have a Q&A. So who would like to go first?
NiCO can go.
All right, no problem.
All right, NiCO, you got the floor for 10 minutes.
All right, so today I'm here to expose the fabricated narrative of the final experiment that took place in Antarctica and the so-called 24-hour sun. So this event presented as definitive proof against flat Earth is riddled with inconsistencies, staged elements, and outright deceptions. So through careful analysis, we're going to look at the evidence and how it does not hold up under scrutiny, from manipulated footage to ritualistic behavior and pre-planned media narratives. The truth reveals itself. So this entire production was a carefully orchestrated attempt to discredit the flat Earth movement. So Austin and the vape incident, everyone's heard of. So in videos I've posted, we've exposed Austin faking his breath in the Antarctic cold with a vape. So this simple act undermines the credibility of the footage, as it shows a deliberate attempt to manipulate the perception of extreme conditions. So if they're willing to fake something so minor, what else might they be faking? So no footprints in the snow. So despite being on one of the harshest environments on Earth, the footage shows no discernible footprints in the snow around their setup. So this absence suggests that the scenes were either staged in a controlled environment or digitally altered to remove evidence of human activity. So the left boot Freemason ritual, we've caught Dave performing a left boot ritual, a known Freemasonic gesture. So this raises serious questions about the motivations and affiliations of the individuals involved. Why are we seeing Masonic symbolism in a supposedly scientific endeavor? So we got the copy-pasted mountain. The background of their footage includes a mountain identical to a 2016 image with the exact snow patterns to on Mount Russman. So this blatant reuse of imagery indicates that the footage was at least partially fabricated, likely shot in a studio or pre-recorded in a controlled location months before the trip. So there's like different shooting times and dates. So the age discrepancies in the footage. So in some of the clips, the individuals appear visibly older than in others, as mentioned by Flatzoid yesterday when he was talking with Dave. So it's suggesting that portions of the footage were recorded months apart. This undermines the claim that the events were documented in a single continuous Antarctic expedition. Their attempts to demonstrate compass directions, there is clear evidence of tampering. By holding the compass upside down, they ensure the needle doesn't move, so creating the illusion of consistency. This trickery further exposes the lengths they've gone to mislead us, the audience. Jaren and the premature headlines. So before the group even left Antarctica, headlines were already circulating worldwide claiming that Jaren had admitted the Earth is a globe and that he was wrong. So this pre-planned narrative indicates that the media was ready to discredit Flat Earth regardless of the actual results of the experiment. So why were these stories published before the expedition concluded? The answer is clear. It was a coordinated effort to control the narrative, because what is coming next, they need to destroy the belief system of an enclosed system with a dome so that people could believe in the fake alien invasion. So given the evidence, it's entirely plausible that portions of the footage were filmed in the same location months before the actual trip. So advanced studio technology, such as Disney's The Volume, makes this not only possible, but highly likely. All of these inconsistencies, faked breath, absent footprints, Freemasonic rituals, reused backgrounds, manipulated compasses, and pre-written headlines paint a picture of a staged event. So this was not an honest attempt to seek truth, but a deliberate effort to manufacture evidence and discredit the Flat Earth movement and Bible cosmology. So in conclusion, the final experiment in Antarctica and its claim of capturing a 24-hour sun are a web of deception. So the flaws and manipulations I've highlighted today demonstrate that this was never about seeking truth. It was about silencing dissent and promoting a predetermined narrative. So I urge you critically evaluate what you've been shown. Don't accept the narrative at face value. Look deeper, question everything, and seek the truth for yourself. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, NiCO. That was 5 minutes on the dot. You can see the rest of your time too, Shawn.
Where?
Right now. All right, hold on.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
All right. So really quick, Sparky said for $2. Oh no, Lord of Luminous Pooh for $2 says, I'm institutionalized. All I wanted was a Pepsi.
She wouldn't give it to me.
Sparky NJ for $2 says, I thought I said to mute him when he speaks. I'm so sorry. And then we have a question, but we're gonna get to the questions at the very end. All right. So 10 minutes starts now for you, Mr. Hawkins. Go ahead.
I'm going to debunk everything he said using evidence and facts.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, well, that was easy. All right, so just letting you guys know, you guys can share your screen. Please be respectful with it so I don't have to moderate it. I don't know how to do that. So so go ahead, use it as you will to your advantage. And all right, so we have open discussion. Go ahead.
Okay, NiCO.
For 20 minutes. Sorry, 20 minutes.
Okay, NiCO, can you post a link to the headlines that said that about Jaren before they went? Could you do that, please?
Yeah. So we'll just go here. Share screen. So they go about as far back as 4 weeks. So 4 weeks ago,
Click on that link.
Flat Earther reveals that one thing that made him realize he's wrong while trying to prove the Earth isn't round.
What's the date on that, NiCO?
Published 19th of December 2024.
Right. When did they come back?
Well, I believe they left on the 18th. So they were still in they were in Punta Arenas, I think the 19th. So they didn't get home until like the week of Christmas. So they weren't home
Okay.
yet still. And these headlines were going worldwide.
After they finished. See, they came back on the 17th. They left a day early, and you're posting something that happened 2 days later and saying it was before. You're a liar, NiCO.
No, that doesn't. Hold on. So December 19th, it went worldwide, and
Yeah.
pretty much after.
You ever heard of the internet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're looking at it right now.
News is not delivered by a pony anymore. We have the internet.
But it was still within 24 hours of the
I
video
don't care.
posted, him saying that he was wrong. It was already every language, every country, every nation had the story ready to go.
Yeah. They ran the story on the 19th, 2 days after they got back. So you're a liar. You said those stories were published before they went. You're a
Not
liar,
before they
NiCO.
went, before they even got back. So
No, you said before they ever went. That's what you said in your intro. You're a liar. Next. What else you got, buddy?
So did you watch Dave McKeegan's response to Flatzoid yesterday?
Oh yeah. I watch all of them, man.
So if you'd like, we could pretty much go through that because that's pretty much got everything in it. That was pretty much well done. I don't think that Dave did a good job debunking anything. So if he couldn't debunk it, I'm not sure how you're going to be able to debunk anything.
Well, you're a biased, delusional person. So of course you'd say that he didn't debunk.
No. This has nothing to do with being biased. It's just the facts, right? There's no bias here. We go by truth. So yeah, and the fact that is in the last decade of researching first of all, being a glober most of my life, then realizing that was a lie because trying to prove it and I'm waiting for NASA to show actual video footage of the Earth spinning and hurtling through space. You kind of give up and be like, you know what? They're never going to show us.
We have that. They have shown that, NiCO. They have shown that.
And that's your bias towards NASA.
No, that's the truth. That's the truth. You're allergic to the truth, NiCO. So let's go through the video. Go ahead.
So yeah, are you going to share your screen? You have it up, or am I bringing it up?
No, it's your evidence.
Friends for like over a year and like going on his channel every week. And the second he goes to Antarctica, just fucking throw him under the bus. Yeah, Dave Weiss hasn't even like spoken.
The audio, NiCO, is coming through your mic. Do you want to when you go to share your screen, make sure share audio is also selected.
Oh, okay. So
9 of us boarded a plane at Punta Arenas, Chile. We took off, flew south for 4 hours, landed at Union Glacier. We were there for 3 days until December 17th. During our time there, we did several live streams, took quite a few photos, lots of photos in fact, and several videos as well. And at no point during our time there did the sun set, despite us seeing the same sun that we saw
There we go. We got
in
it.
Chile. So I'm
That's better.
looking forward to hearing what evidence Flatzoid has to say that that's not actually the sun. And that pretty much concludes my presentation.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. Short and sweet. Flatzoid, you've got 5 minutes to do just a brief review of why you say the sun wasn't real, and then we can just go back into a back and forward. Dave, would you stop screen?
We're able to just fake the sky and have the rest as a real environment.
How would they fake the sky, NiCO?
Okay. Is that your entire?
Yeah, that's just what
presentation, or-
well, what Flatzoid displayed there and what his theory again is that, say if you guys somehow magically can debunk the studio set, which I still don't think you can. Everything still points to this kind of virtual volume being set up, but there's other ways to really be somewhere and just fake out the sky, which he showed with an example there of how the sky could easily be just edited out. He they're using Unreal Engine 5 now to recreate mountain scenery, anything, any visual, and it pretty much can pass off as real life.
So Flight, so he didn't display anything. He didn't prove anything. He didn't show any evidence. He gave his opinion.
Well, that is
So
evidence.
prove that they're using Unreal Engine.
That's evidence that technology
Prove it.
it does exist. So the fact,
Oh, I know it exists. I play video games. I know it exists. And no video game is as real as what you saw in the TFE. None.
and the fact that no one has ever recorded this before or made a big
What? You said nobody has recorded a 24-hour sun before? Really? I've got a 5-day 24-hour sun here.
right? And the fact that the sun, the hue of the sky remained the same for the whole 24 hours, but that's impossible. You'd never see.
No, it's not.
You'd never see
No,
that.
it's not.
It is.
Are you a
And I don't
photographer?
think-
How long have you been a photographer for?
I don't think
I've
they
been a
yeah,
professional
he talks- he
photographer
said
for
that
45 years.
he said something about the white balance and the setting
Uh-huh.
kept it that way, but that's not making sense. That you can't get
Why?
that.
Why? Prove that you cannot set your white balance to a certain hue and have the sky remain that hue. Prove it.
No, especially
evidence for
filming
that?
the sun. That
What is
is
your
the
evidence
major
for that?
light source because this.
I don't want to hear your opinion, NiCO. I want to see evidence.
And the fact that it wasn't a live stream pretty much throws it out right there anyway.
It was a live stream. And much of it was
That's
live.
what I'll bring
Yeah.
for now, yeah.
Okay, right, we're going to go into a back and forth then. Just before we do, I want to say thank you everyone for joining. Please make sure you smash the like button and share the stream. I will be on...
Could I just recommend you start crowdfunding for your bail now?
Yeah, somebody's already told me that the person
So if,
bailed for me, so yeah.
If I could share
Although
my
I have
screen,
promised my wife I won't get arrested.
can I share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead. If you got something ready, go ahead. So
Yeah.
But basically, what I'm saying that Dave hasn't debunked anything. His reasoning for his excuse for the left boot and charging of batteries, it's nothing adds up. That's a good cover story for actually. It doesn't like say that like basically everything that was in motion was 100% a Freemasonic ritual. He can't deny that. He's just saying, oh, it might have looked that way, but the cover story is I was only putting batteries in shoes and moving it around and that's it. But it doesn't take away that it still was a Masonic left boot ritual for the apprentice. And
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Can you see my screen? Why is it not sharing? Can you see my screen?
I think I can see it.
See the one I'm sharing?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yours. Yeah.
The 24-hour sun here.
Yep.
This is a 5-day, 24-hour sun there, buddy. 5-day time lapse. Sun never goes lower. Look, oh, the sky gets different shades. Huh. And it's about 2 minutes, 22 seconds. So it's pretty
Yeah.
quick.
this is a good fake too. But the sun.
No, it's not fake at all.
Of course it is.
This
So,
was,
so since when did the
It
Earth
came out 6 years ago, man. 6 years ago.
So in 6 years, the Earth's tilt shifted. So there, the sun is moving
No.
parallel to the horizon, and in
Right, this is
TFE
at the South
footage,
Pole.
the sun is dancing. No,
This is at the South Pole.
again, you guys are just
60,
showing.
600 miles north of or south of where they were.
Again, this isn't valid footage. It's another fake.
Oh yes, it is. Oh yeah, it is.
So if, how
It's
can
absolutely
they both
valid.
can't
It's
be
absolutely
valid?
valid. Yes, they can, NiCO. If you knew anything about the way the sun's orbit or the Earth's spin, see, they're dead center on the South Pole, on the South axial pole. They FTFE was 600 miles north of there. So because of the Earth's tilt, it's going to look like it goes up and down, NiCO.
No, that doesn't work. Not if the sun
Yes,
is
it does.
93 million. No, it's still if they're 600 miles away from the direct south, then it's not going to change anything. There's still
Yes, it will. Absolutely will. Why do you think the sun goes up and down when you're like north of the equator?
So
Or
you're
north of
saying that
there.
this is possible if
Because
you're
the
standing,
sun is on a tilt.
but this is only
Yes,
only
this is
able to
perfectly
work.
predictable by the heliocentric model and not predictable by the flat Earth model.
So
at
not
all.
any flat Earth model, because now there's like 5 different
No.
flat Earth models,
None.
right?
None.
So this
no,
they're
no
solely
model of the
saying that
flat Earth.
this is only able to be possible on the heliocentric globe.
Yes, absolutely.
Ridiculous.
No, it's reality, man. It's reality. And I know reality hurts your feelings because it destroys your paradigm and your flat Earth cult. So what else you got?
Well, no, cult is actually part of the word culture. And,
No,
and
it's not.
Globe Earth has been part of the curriculum and culture for the last 7 decades, right? So basically the last century. And the fact that people have just blindly believed and followed this cult of the globe and NASA is now coming to an end. And you're the one that's getting upset because I'm here to crush it and finish it off.
Dude, you couldn't crush a can with a steamroller. Cult, the etymology of cult. Colere is Latin. Latin cult, inhabited, cultivated, worshipped. French is culte. Latin is cultus, means worship. And that turned into cult in the early 17th century. So it does not mean cult. It does not mean whatever you said it means.
I said it was part of the word culture, right? Cult fits into the word culture.
Right. Words that look alike don't mean the same thing, NiCO. Means cultivated worship. That's what cult means, not culture. So what else you got? Anything else? Want to talk about footprints they were leaving in the snow? Want to talk about that? How about the angles of the shadows? How about the humidity of Antarctica? Want to talk about that? See, I do my research, NiCO. You don't. You watch flat Earth videos, and you look at flat Earth websites to get your information, and those are faulty. Those are fallacious. Those are lies. So what else do you have? Come on, dude. What else do you got?
It's all right there. Nothing's been debunked. It's been almost 4 weeks now.
Thoroughly debunked. Thoroughly debunked. Your delusional opinions do not mean anything, NiCO. You've not destroyed anything. And to be the leader of a revolution, you picked the low rank of sergeant? Are you kidding me? You know what sergeant is? It's the lowest rung on the NCO ladder.
Yeah, I never once said it was a ranking or my ranking for that matter. So.
Well, if you're wearing 3 chevrons upside down, that's a rank.
Yeah, if you're in the military, I'm not part of the military. This is the resistance.
Then don't wear military rank.
Well,
you're wearing camo. You're wearing military camo. So, and you're wearing military rank. So, you're just a fraud, NiCO.
No, well, I'm glad you finally got me on to try and debate me. You can't prove anything.
Oh, I've just proven everything. I've just proven everything I've shown you was proof. Everything I've shown you was proof. 5-hour time lapse of the 24-hour sun. All you've given us is your opinion.
One poorly edited video to try and debunk another poorly edited video. So it's game over.
Poorly edited? Look pretty damn clear to me.
Okay, so let me quickly see the rest of some points in this video. So I want to talk about the ages. Why do they look like different ages apart in different footage that was supposedly taken days apart? They look like years older and apart. Let's play this quickly.
Dave, explain that.
Come back from Antarctica, and that's Mattoon when he just come back from Antarctica. But if you look at the photo of them in Punta Arenas with this Brazilian guy, their hair is like very different. I mean, Mattoon doesn't even have gray hair. He's he even looks chubbier. You know what I mean? They look younger. So
So I agree with what Flatzoid's saying. So this is supposed to be them in Punta Arenas just
Yeah.
before they were going to Antarctica, right? And they ran into this
Right.
Brazilian guy that just came back from the marathon that was taking place there. So you can see that MC Toon does in fact look like a year or two younger
No, he
than
doesn't.
he does from the footage
Nope.
of them just getting back there. Even Will Duffy, he looks younger than he does from the moment he got back. So there's definitely a big gap in the shooting dates from at least 6 months to a year.
Nope.
So this could be a whole year's
different
difference.
lighting, different cameras, different setting. What else you got?
Okay, but he even mentions, yeah, you can see McToon's hair is different. The skin looks different. The weight is different. So again, I agree that these different scenes were taken at least a year apart. So that goes for the shootings.
What is your proof? I don't want your opinion. What is your proof that these were
Let's
shot a
look
year
at
apart?
it. You can see it right here.
Show me dates. Show me dates, man. Dates, times.
But everyone knows that this footage is them in Punta Arenas around about the 14th, right?
Right.
December
17th to 18th, 13th to 18th.
Oh, this is
Show
just
me
before
proof that they were there 2 years before. Show me that.
We're not going to have proof of that. You can see that there's two
Then
different.
stop saying it. If you don't have proof in a debate, stop giving your opinion.
Why is it upsetting?
This is for proof and evidence. Show me dates. Show me receipts, man.
Yeah, it's theory versus theory because you ain't got no proof or evidence for anything, right? It's just all talk. So, but
This is your claim, NiCO. This isn't my claim. This is your claim. It's your time to bring evidence that what you're saying is true.
The thing is, we were looking at this like, but how is this possible?
So no
that you
evidence. So
literally
no evidence.
4 days
No
go
evidence?
by and then you look like you
Just
aged a year or something.
Flatzoid's
How does that
opinion?
happen?
So all you have is
Makes a very
Flatzoid's
big difference
opinion
on
and
those
not yours.
things, and you're looking
Right?
at two videos that are shot. Excuse me, Will and Toon are shooting in a room under control lighting versus standing in a hotel foyer shooting on a phone.
And that makes you chubby as well. Very chubby.
Well, that's one particular screen grab that.
See, so there's no way to explain that away by saying, oh, we're using a phone or we were outside or oh, we're at home using a better camera setup. No, that's within the same week, but they look years apart, right? So
no, they don't.
One camera from another in a different setting, whether it's outside or inside in a different country, continent, isn't going to add 10 pounds, take away 10 pounds, add gray hair, take away gray hair. You understand?
No, I don't understand because you're making all this up. You're making all this up, NiCO, in order to save your cult.
There's no cult.
It could just be the way
yeah,
he's
there is. Absolutely.
the way he's holding his head in the video. If I can find.
See, when an entire room of people do this,
even aperture,
all wear the same clothing,
I mean, even
all have the same catchwords, that's a cult. You worship anti-science. You worship the flat earth. You're a cult, NiCO. Flat earth is a cult. So what else do you have?
The biblical earth is actually the truth. It's been written.
No.
Science that you worship and believe in, your satanic cult of the ball, heliocentric earth and universe and other planets and life out there is absolutely insane. So that's what you are standing up for and trying to protect your cartoon fairyland, fantasy land, right? So
you believe in a book that was written 1,500 years ago by scientifically and functionally illiterate people over modern day science that's demonstrable and repeatable. That's what you believe?
So that's your opinion on that is coming from what? Modern day paid off Freemasonic researchers and scientists and Masonic priests in the infiltrated church in their man-made written books. Yeah, I'm going to choose the Bible over your scientist, right? So
do you know what Freemasons are, NiCO?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea? It's a social club for men. That's all it is. It's a loosely religious based social club Baptists, Catholics, Protestants, Lutherans, Methodists. It's all those people are Masons. Okay?
What degree are you?
I don't know. I'm not a Mason. My father was, and I don't know what degree he was. But yeah, if you were to call my father a Satanist, a demon because he's a Mason, he would beat the living crap out of you, buddy.
So you're a Demolay and you chose not to be a Mason. So your dad must have taken you to the Demolay lodge, right?
What's a Demolay?
The little boy Masons.
No, I'm not a Demolay. You're probably an Eastern Star.
Do you know what that is? Isn't that just
Yes,
women?
it's for yes, it's for women. Yes, you got the joke, didn't you? So what else do you have? Masons aren't satanic. What else do you have?
Well, you haven't proved that they're not, right? So again,
they don't worship Satan, so they're not Satanist. So you think everyone's a Satanist, pedophile, pedo, fucking what, sodomite?
Yeah.
Because you're a paranoid little man, NiCO. You're a paranoid, scared, delusional little man.
I've actually been climbing this mountain of satanic evil deception for the last few years now. And I've trampled a lot of evil, exposed a lot of demons, rebuked
You've
them.
made a fool out of yourself on the internet and in real life, NiCO. That's all you've done.
And it looks like as we're getting to the top and closing in on the New World Order, we run into this great deception called the Final Experiment Antarctica. And I was just like, yeah, this is the big one. Smashed it wide open. 666 months after Apollo 11 took place. So there's your coding there for your 666. And
why is the number 6 scary?
you already know that. It's prophesized in Revelation 13:18.
No, 6616 is the actual number of the beast, and that was Nero's name. That's Hebrew gematria for Nero's name. So how could anything be 666? Again, I do my research, NiCO. You don't.
All right, so let's regroup a little bit here. Guys, make sure in the audience, thank you so much, 283 people. I really appreciate you guys here supporting the stream. If you guys could definitely hit that like button, that'd be super appreciated as well. Get your questions in, guys, because in about 5 minutes we're going to be doing some Q&A if these guys are ready to go. And I will be prioritizing super chats, but I will also be reading tagged messages as well. So go ahead and do that. So let's gear things back on the final experiment here. So NiCO had a lot of points, so NiCO, did you want to bring up what would be the point that you would want to address the most right now?
Well, still all of them pretty much, but again, we're not getting the evidence or the proof to debunk the evidence that we have brought up, right? We have so many gates now, and not one of them has been destroyed in a due manner and good timing, according to the world we're in and how AI and editing and we know things are time sensitive, which is why in the first place we needed live streams. So that would take away from, it's even though you can still live stream, edit as you go, right? So that would have been what I would have jumped on if they were able to live stream a 24-hour sun, but they couldn't, so probably didn't have the budget for that.
How do you edit a live stream in real time? How do you do that, NiCO?
It can be done.
Well, show me. Explain it. Take me through the process, how you do it.
All right, let's see what we can bring up here. Just give me a second. Go ahead, talk while I just bring up some real-time live editing. Well, you see it all the time when you're watching your sports and stuff. They use a TriCaster you can put on lower thirds and stuff, right? Live. And
yeah, that you can
What?
add to it.
so
You do
the
overlays.
technology's there. Yeah, you can do that. So
So prove that they did that. And again, not
I
your
don't need
opinion.
to. They
Prove
didn't
that
live
they did
stream
that.
it. They didn't do
This
that
is your claim,
because they
NiCO.
live
This
stream
is
it.
your
I'm just
claim,
saying, if they
NiCO.
were able to, which they didn't, that's the way that could be explained.
They did live stream, NiCO.
Not the-
Everybody there live streamed,
not
except for
the
Elizabeth. I'm not
2000%.
sure if Elizabeth did it, but everyone there live streamed for hours at a time. No overlays. They all looked they all matched each other. So, and I already debunked your vape gate. So what else you got, NiCO?
Well, that didn't get debunked. That actually stands and was admitted to by Austin, and even Dave explained it from his footage. So
Right, then it's not vape gate. It's been explained. It's not a mystery. Something gate is a mystery or a conspiracy to hide the truth. The truth had not been hidden. It's been exposed. So next.
yeah, and it was explained that deception was involved to fake breath. So there
Mhm.
you go. So you admit that deception was a part of it. So like I said in the intro, if you're gonna lie and deceive for something that small, what else could have been? So again, I'm saying if you're already in that, the way it just happened so fluently and easy for him to just jump on that deception means that it was probably definitely a part of the bigger deception they were in.
Mm.
Which is why it needed to be done.
You ever throw a surprise birthday party for somebody? Are you married? Better yet, are you married? Do you have a girlfriend? Just say yes.
No, I'm not.
If your wife didn't want you to do something and you got caught doing it, would you be honest? Probably not, right? Try and hide it.
Okay, but that's
what Austin was doing. No, that's not a completely different thing. That's exactly what Austin was doing. His wife didn't want him to vape anymore. He got caught vaping. He tried to cover it up. Yeah, that happens to everybody. Okay, what next?
No,
that's not a sign of deception of the TFE.
Not everyone is involved in an experiment to prove or disprove globe Earth, flat Earth, whatever it may be. That was a big experiment. Money was involved, funding, that kind of stuff happened. So, yeah.
Now, did Jaron vape? Yes or no?
That's
no.
That was nothing.
Did MC Toon vape? Did Will Duffy vape?
Faking their breath like Austin did.
Did Elizabeth vape? No, she didn't. None of them did except for Austin. So how can VapeGate debunk the TFE? He was the only one that did it, NiCO. And vaping has absolutely nothing to do with the 24-hour sun that you saw in the sky for 24 hours. Nothing. It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Just your paranoia.
Just my paranoia. So you guys don't really have a good argument to back up.
You see demons everywhere, NiCO. You think everyone's a Mason, everyone's a sodomite.
I can see the demons
it's paranoia. It's paranoia. You're afraid of everything, NiCO.
I'm pretty sure others can see it too.
No, other paranoid, delusional people, they see it.
All right, guys. Well, that wraps up. That was actually about 30 minutes of back and forth because you guys were getting somewhere there, and I wanted you guys to keep on going. Roth, thank you so much over on Twitch. I appreciate you. Thank you. So now we're gonna hop into Q&A. Do you guys feel like you have like anything else you want to do for more of a back and forth, or do you guys feel like you've got everything?
I'm good.
You good? All right. I
could do something here.
Well, I'm sure.
I don't think Shawn can. I don't think you can, Shawn. I say. You're not doing it.
Share my screen.
All right, let's just let Shawn do this, and then we'll do the oh my god, the Q&A, and then we'll see how we feel after the Q&A, because I'm sure that this will spark the Q&A will spark up some more questions and
All right.
conversation. So go ahead and you have let's do 3 minutes on what you got, Shawn.
All right. Here's where they were. Somewhere around there, right? That look close. Here's the North Pole, A. Circle B is the flat Earth. Here's the equator, right? And I'm not going to draw 3 lines on this would be the equator, about midway. Then you have this Tropic of Capricorn. The sun, according to the flat Earth, stays on the Tropic of Capricorn. Doesn't go further south. Well, it doesn't stay there. The time they were there, it would have stayed there. But it goes in between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. The time that they were there, it was at the Tropic of That's just geometry, dude. I'm done.
All right, that's it.
That was quick.
All right. Sorry, I didn't put in you guys's links to your channels so that people can find you guys. I know.
If I'm breathing heavy, it's because I have COPD and I'm having a
No, you're good.
attack.
You are
So I'm
good. You're fine.
All right. Try not to sound like an obscene phone caller.
All right, cool. All right. All right. So we have for Q&A, we have yes, Joe, read my name, read it louder, harder, faster, stronger, whatever. Nice. He said, today I am here, and I was instantly pissed by hearing him. Lying POS. All your points have been debunked.
Chill 100, chill 100, chill 100, chill
Get new
100,
ones.
chill 100.
Oh my God, Jesus. Thank you. So all your points have been debunked. Get new ones, says yes, Joe. Do you have anything to say?
No, that wasn't for me.
That was from NiCO.
I figured.
Thank you so much for the 500 biddies, Noam.
So I'm pretty calm and yeah, just pretty easy with sitting back, relaxing, knowing that not Dave, not Toon, not Jaron, no one's been able to come up with anything to really show that they were there at this such and such time and that they saw this and this. Like everything is still all in a bag of Skittles mixed around, like touching the rainbow. It's a mess. So it's great because they got nothing solid to be like, this is it. So yeah, the flat earth is not dead. Biblical cosmology still stands, will always stand, will not be thwarted by Satan and his balls and his demon gatekeepers.
All right. So I have a request over here on Twitch. Yes, okay. Thank you, Noam, for the gifted sub. I appreciate all the gifted subs and the bits over there. So okay, here we go. Holy fuck. All right. Noam says, can you tell him to look at the camera and speak truth? Apparently, the audience feels like you're not speaking the truth today.
Yeah, of course. So what else is there to say? The very people that deceive you believe the same biblical and know the same biblical cosmology that I believe and know. So look, for example, at Werner von Braun. We know where he came from in Europe. He was brought over to the US and given this position in NASA from Project Paperclip. And he was good friends with Walt Disney, top Freemason, high level rocket scientist, right? On his gravestone, he has Psalms 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. So why would he have that if he didn't believe in that? Like, is that just, it doesn't fit in with his NASA deception. That's just his way of maybe repenting at the end after all the lies he's been involved in.
Do you know what Nazi is, NiCO? Do you know what a Nazi is?
That's what Werner von Braun was.
No, do you know what a Nazi is? Not Werner von Braun, just Nazis in general. It's a political party.
A regime, yeah.
Political party, yes. Do you know that you didn't have to do Nazi things to be a Nazi? All you had to do was join the party. Scientists did that because they didn't want to get killed. Werner von Braun was not a bloodthirsty Nazi. Werner von Braun was a member of a political party. You ever driven a Volkswagen? You ever own a Volkswagen, NiCO?
Yeah.
You know who created the Volkswagen? Hitler.
Yeah.
It's one of Hitler's creations. So you drove a Hitler car. You drove a Nazi car, NiCO. Aren't you proud of yourself?
Oh, God. All right.
That's what you got.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, Nazis are bad, but you bought a Nazi car.
All right. Valid point. All right. So we're going to move on. Tiles for $5 New Zealand says, NiCO, what evidence will convince you that the final experiment was not fake?
A live stream of the 24-hour sun. I don't care about the camp or ice or snow or footprints. I want to see what they said that they caught, which is what Jaren is now renouncing from flat earth going back to the globe, because they're saying they saw this thing, which has never been talked about before, never been a thing until this whole final experiment. I know Shawn showed me that video from like 2017, but that's a crap edit. The sun's just moving sideways. Anyone can make that on iMovie.
All right. You have a rebuttal to that, John?
Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of others. We got one from Dave McKeegan. We've got let's see, Antarctic Streams. We've got NAS Daily. Got a whole bunch of them, NiCO. Polar Tech. That's Arctic, sorry. But there's multiple 24-hour sun videos, and most of them have done before TFE was ever spoken of, like years ago, almost a decade ago, NiCO. Here's one by Anthony Powell 9 years ago. You want to see it? Something more to deny?
I think we've all seen that. I have a lot of chats to go through here, so let's keep going. So Anthony Powell, guys, if you want to link that in chat, Shawn, go right ahead. The KM for $5 says the volume tracks the camera to render the background for that camera. TFE had 10 cameras simultaneously. NiCO doesn't know anything about anything. Thank you for that super chat. The KM. Do we have anything to say on that?
I've already brought up everything to do with this volume, with the cameras, with the parallax, with how they can work all of that, edit in mountains, copy paste with Unreal Engine. It's already been explained. The technology, the software is there, and it's incredible. So yeah, I'm just I'll recreate one myself. I'll be able to. I can go online or use whatever software and recreate everything they recreated without even leaving my house.
I have Unreal Engine on my computer, and you can't do anything like what they showed.
5.3 is insane, but anywho.
But it always looks fake.
Yeah, you can, if you got Unreal Engine, then you can download Google Maps into Unreal Engine, and you can have the whole world in Unreal Engine 5 and recreate anything you want from anywhere in the world. So yeah.
You mean a spherical Earth? That's what Google Maps is. It's a spherical model.
Yeah, and if you put
it uses the heliocentric mass in its source code.
And if you put it into Unreal Engine, what is Unreal Engine? That's not a globe. Everything's flat, right? So if you put the
right, but if you're basing it on Google Maps, you're using a heliocentric model to do it, NiCO. It has the heliocentric mass. That Stellarium, Night Eye, any astronomy app uses the heliocentric model in its source code. And guess what? It matches reality perfectly. You know, it doesn't match reality perfectly. Take a guess.
We'll fill in the gaps.
The globe, NASA, everything they've ever shown us, that doesn't match reality. So
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
All right. Moving on to yes, Joe, read my name louder. Yes, Joe, read it. Yes, louder. Yes. Says for 5 CHF. NiCO. Oh my God, excuse me. NiCO, I've seen you debate multiple times now. Why is it that you always get exposed as a liar in literally the first minute of your opinion starts?
oh, I'm unbeaten. I'm like Mike Tyson over here. No one's taking me out. No one's putting me down. No, I'm gonna keep going. No lies. So just the truth warrior. The truth cannot be silenced, which is why I'll never be shut up.
Oh, yes, Joe, read my name louder. Says not opinion, but he meant opponent in my last super chat. Not opinion, though. Both make sense. Thank you so much for the double super chat. I appreciate you. Do you have anything to say on that, Shawn? So I'll give you both a chance to respond to. All right.
No, I'm good.
All right, Dvids for €2 says, NiCO, stop eating crayons, brother, for fuck's sake.
No, I don't have any crayons. It might probably be my dogs eating them, not me.
Dude, when dogs eat crayons, it's fucking awful.
I don't have any.
All right.
I'd like to ask NiCO a question. Which tastes better, crayons or Windows?
Window liquor, huh?
I don't even know what that means, but it's been mentioned a few times. The KM for $5 says, NiCO, change to non-toxic crayons. At least the headaches will stop. Listen, I'm not the one saying these things, all right? They're the super chats. My mom bakes cakes for $2 Australian, says, NiCO, show us some actual evidence for frack's sake.
That's what you lot should be asking NASA. Ask your scientists, ask your university professors at Harvard and Eton and Oxford, right? Ask them for some evidence and something you can see and touch that shows that gravity exists, right?
NASA's not debating me. You are. You're here. NASA isn't.
Yeah, but you're
And
using their science, their science that was created to challenge the Holy Bible. So it's all crap. That's what you're using. So you need to ask them for that stuff.
So you think a bunch of guys with slide rules in their pocket can beat God? What kind of ineffectual God do you worship?
No one's saying that God's going to get beaten. I'm saying that you guys are in the business of hiding our God, our creator, our Jesus. How
can an immortal, omnipotent being be hidden by man?
By hiding his creation. You guys know this. That's why the military,
what creation?
That's why military is all over Antarctica, all over the ice ring.
No, they aren't.
Oh, yes, they are. Okay.
No, military is not allowed to set up posts in Antarctica. Have you read the Antarctic Treaty?
So let me bring up some stuff here quickly. I wanted to show you. So you're saying, so here, Antarctica, there's a lot of construction going on there. There's a big phrase. So this video is
Corps of Engineers. Yeah, Corps of Engineers helped build it, but they aren't stationed there.
So how come when these guys were there, we didn't see anything, but from other channels, you can see that there is a lot of things going on in Antarctica. Sorry, these ads.
Yeah, the ads are awful. Yeah, who likes ads on their YouTube videos? Oh my God, I hate it.
Known to man. Temperatures can drop to a grisly minus 89 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, they're okay.
I mean, get premium, man. Doesn't cost that much. If God loved you, it wouldn't be poor.
Calder, yes, it is. All right. Well, okay. All right.
So
5,000 people in
just
this
looking
world.
at what we see as Antarctica, then it's going to start showing you the race. So this is the race to build there. So it's telling you there's actually
Oh.
towns there, there's bars, you know, so there's life there. And look, they got cranes, they got big construction going on there. That looks like a volume being built right there.
You see any uniforms other
They,
than orange? Where are the uniforms, NiCO? Military people wear uniforms. Do you know what the fatigue? You know what BDUs? What fatigues are? That's their work uniform.
so
So
the
if they were
research
if they
is
were
there.
doing this, they would be wearing their work uniform, and
And
I don't
closer-
see any uniforms there.
The military are stationed right at the edge of where the ice wall meets the firmament dome. So they're making
No, they
sure-
aren't. Well,
yeah.
there's no firmament dome, NiCO. There's no
Military is
military
there
station
guarding it.
in Antarctica.
Every nation that's south of
Wait,
south.
go back. Go back to where it showed the there it is. The tree. Where does it say that military is allowed to be stationed there? Where does it say it?
If it's a military operation, it's gonna be top secret, right? It's not gonna
Every
be
nation on the earth
You should
is
just
part of
know
the
that.
Antarctic Treaty, and if one country's military was allowed to be there, the rest of the countries would protest.
Like this one.
So prove your dome or your
What's that?
claim is invalid.
But you never heard about this one. So look at this construction project going on in South America's desert. Close to there. And look, right there in the
Is South America Antarctica?
No, but when they in
Okay.
South
Then why are
America,
you showing South America?
because they maybe could have went to Punta Arenas, which is South America, and probably never even flew to Antarctica, just went straight to the desert, where they got structures like this built in the middle of nowhere. Check that out. That looks like it could be another Vegas sphere being built somewhere with the cover of being a telescope.
Yeah.
So
You think a 757 can fly in there?
no one's saying it's going to fly in there.
Could land in that thing?
They
Where's
wouldn't
the ice runway,
wouldn't
NiCO?
need to fly it in there because they're not
Where's
even
the ice runway, NiCO?
So you're getting upset because I'm proving that construction is happening.
No,
all
you're showing
around
irrelevant information in a debate on Antarctica.
It's a telescope.
Yeah, it's a telescope, NiCO.
They say, but where's look? They got the means to
You
build.
just showed the telescope just before this. It showed the telescope, NiCO. You tried to skip past it real quick, didn't you? Didn't work. I got a good eye. So
You ever
smiling,
Were you ever
quit
Christian?
grinning,
Were you ever a
and show
Christian?
me some proof. What?
Were you ever Christian?
Yeah, I was Christian for 45 years. I escaped the cult. I escaped the mental blackmail. Yes, I was a Christian longer than you've been alive, buddy.
So what? That was probably part of the Catholic Church you were a part of. You believed in
Nope, American Baptist, buddy.
All right.
You went to church.
All right.
I went to 2 years of Christian school, high school.
All right. So I have a lot of questions to go through. So so the next one is from Cupcake 629. I have another question for NiCO. So this is kind of like a loaded question. So if you need me to go over it slowly, like in segments, I will. If the firmament was the ice shelf that you claim it to be, does that mean it was melted to flood the earth? And if so, did God refreeze it? If so, how do you explain the Bible saying that earth broke open to release the waters, and then the waters receded back into the earth?
So
I'm sorry. This supports more the living water theory than it does the earth was flat.
So I never said the dome was the ice shelf, right? There's Antarctica is now, there's an ice wall. It keeps all the oceans in. And when you go deep south to the edge, that's where the firmament comes down. And obviously the worldwide military has it guarded because Admiral Byrd discovered it back in 1946 or something. So that's why they came up with the treaty to make sure no one can go there to accidentally discover it and realize the truth of our realm and our God, our creator, right? So it's a real thing. The way, so there's water above this solid dome. So just imagine it as like glass. So you can see through glass. So we can see, that's why the sky is blue behind it. And when God flooded the earth, or there's some kind of dam, some kind of compartment windows of the heavens, he opened up and just flooded, and it flooded from the deep. The water came from the depths of the deep too.
Yep, that's what the Bible says.
All right. Awesome. All right. So moving on to tiles for $5 New Zealand. NiCO, how do you explain the Geneva Bible, which predates the King James Version by 50 years, describes the earth to be as a globe in Amos 9:6?
No, no version of the Bible has ever spoken of God's creation of being a globe or a sphere or hovering in space. It's always spoken of a circle as being drawn with a compass. So you can't get a ball from a compass. So no version of the Bible. So I only stick with the ones that, for my time and the language that I understand. Obviously, we're not living in biblical times where people are walking around speaking Aramaic and Hebrew, right? So I've looked into those and different translations and done decodes and stuff like that. But I find that what works for me is just saying the name Jesus Christ. I've seen demons being rebuked in that name without having to use some Hebrew Aramaic version of it.
You know, the Bible also doesn't say that the earth is flat either,
Doesn't
because these people lived 2,000 years ago, and they barely knew where they were, let alone what they were living on. So
we're not going to be using the term flat earth anymore, because that's why this psyop has ruined the terminology and the vision and the belief system of biblical earth, because they tied it in with these agents like Jaren and Whitsitt by calling it flat earth for the last decade, right? So
what do we call it now?
biblical earth.
Biblical earth. Oh, okay. Okay. So with your biblical cosmology, how do you predict the eclipses, tides? How do you do that?
Where they explained eclipses. I spent 2 months explaining eclipses and how they faked the eclipse back in April.
That was my question.
The tides
How
are
do you
explained
predict
in
anything?
chapter 74 in the book of Enoch. The 4 angels at the 4 corners of the earth are pushing the winds and the tides through means of angelic powers from God and through portals.
Okay, and how does that predict tides? See, a model, a scientific model,
Yeah.
a cosmology is what you use to predict future events. The Bible can't do that.
And that's why the book of Enoch was taken out. But once you understand chapter 74 in the book of Enoch, which is the past of the luminaries and the tides and the oceans and the winds, it explains all of that. So it's all there. It crushes your universe and your Big Bang science, right? So
No, it doesn't.
All right.
Sorry, buddy. No, it doesn't crush it.
All right.
No, the Bible. No. Anyway, we've strayed off course.
All right. So for 2 CHF, yes, Joe, read my name louder. Yes, louder. Is NiCO really just a facatoid parrot, but dumber? I think that's just a rhetorical jab, I feel like.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Jay's Tiger for $5 says, the Bible is written by man. It's weird NiCO trusts a book written by man, all while saying he doesn't like things written by man.
I've trusted both things written by man. Obviously, I went to school. We all did, most of us. So, and everything, the textbooks, all written by man within the last 50 years, right? So once you realize the people that write those books and the governments that fund that research and that curriculum, you realize, oh, they're They're not teaching you things. They're brainwashing you and indoctrinating you into what they want you to believe to be the perfect slave for their society.
You know who translated the Bible, NiCO? The King James Bible.
Was it King
Would
James?
it be King James? Yeah. What is the king? It's the highest in a government, right? So your Bible's written by the government.
Yeah, of course it was going to be in the hands of the government. Are going to tamper with it and repackage it in a way for people like you to point
But
to, oh, look, King James
But you
Bible.
trust it, right? You trust it, right?
Trust the
Written by
word,
the government. You
King
trust it.
James.
Written by the government, right?
Word of God, not the title of the person that translated it. No. King James means nothing to me. I don't trust the royalties and the Hamite bloodline. That's all they are. King James is just a sodomite from the line of Ham.
Everybody's a sodomite, right? Right, NiCO?
Yeah.
Everyone's a.
They-
That means
they
you
go
are
along.
too. That means you are too.
Oh no.
If everyone is a sodomite, you're in that. You're a subgroup. You're a subset of that everyone. So you're a sodomite too, by your own logic.
All
Oh,
right.
I'm here to destroy you, sodomites.
All right. Fair enough. All right. So we have JSS Tiger with another $2 super chat. Thank you again. Thank you guys so much for all the super chats and the support, guys. If you aren't subscribed already, please do so. Even if you haven't hit that like button, please do so as well. Super supports the stream. I super appreciate it. Definitely, if we get the support, I will be hosting more debates on this channel, which is the direction I want to go. So any support is super appreciated. So we have JSS Tiger for another $2, says, is 2/3 an evil number since it's 0.666? I don't know who that's to, but there you go. Take it away.
I don't know, maybe Shawn, what's your favorite numbers? 33, 66, 616, 47, 201. What numbers?
My favorite number is your mom's number.
Oh God! All right. Jesus! All right, there we go. I think we got the most out of that. All right, Bill Tetley for $5. Thank you so much. Says, "Hey King NiCO, did you forget about Ephesians? Oh my God! Sorry, I call myself a Catholic. Ephesians 5:4. Your language tonight has been contrary, and you're being a bad Christian example."
I never once said I'm being an example for Christians. That's Jesus Christ. I'm not trying to be like Jesus. I'm here to go to war with the enemy. So, yeah.
All right.
It's okay, Mike. You don't have to read the Bible. You're Catholic. That's why you pay someone to read it for you.
Thank you for understanding. I'm gonna go. All right. So yes, Joe, read my name louder for CHF 5 CHF. NiCO, you should really learn the difference between evidence and claims. You have zero evidence, only claims.
And my claims with the evidence I provided was met with nothing but claims with no evidence.
Beautiful.
Have you been asleep this whole time, dude? Seriously.
All right. Yes, Joe, read my name louder for 2 CHS says now take a drink. I did that. West Side Girl reacts for $2. Thank you so much. Says sub to Shawn. Yes, his link is in the description. So make sure you give your respective support to your respective contestants here. Adriana B Customs for $2 says 222 watching and 76 likes. Come on, y'all. Thank you so much for that support, Adriana. Matt Rock for $5 says, how much of a stake would it take to get NiCO to demonstrate any of those claims, like using iMovie or Unreal to make a convincing fake sun video?
I already shared a channel that already jumped on that and made their own 24-hour sun in Unreal Engine, so I could always bring that up again, but it's already there. I don't even need to. Shawn, you familiar with Manly P. Hall and Franz Barden? Aleister Crowley?
Nope. Aleister Crowley. Yeah, I've heard of Aleister Crowley. But an LA Satanist basically formed a social club Aleister Crowley is Satanism as Guns N' Roses is to rock and roll. They're both LA wannabe, whatever. So.
All right. So NiCO, feel free to.
I'm sorry. And by the way, Aleister Crowley didn't help start NASA. Just if that's what you were getting at.
Oh.
Yes, he did. Well, not. Well, listen. So Aleister Crowley and Jack Parsons, a rocket scientist, it was their work that was the foundations that laid the grounds for what would become NASA. It was built upon the foundations of satanic sex magic from sodomite magicians that worshiped Satan and summoned demons. So
No, it wasn't.
that's why they built this organization around and upon that, because they wanted
No,
to
they didn't.
they
Aleister
wanted
Crowley
to
had
do it
nothing
on
to
a
do with
bigger
NASA,
scale.
NiCO. That's a lie. That's a falsehood.
NASA has everything to do with Aleister Crowley.
No, nothing. Nothing to do with Aleister Crowley. Nothing.
Well,
You're getting your information from conspiracy theory websites.
Well, maybe we could
and
have
other flat earthers.
I would love to see a debate on who started NASA. That'd be a great conversation to have. I feel like that would be that's actually a really cool topic. I might host that. All right.
Yeah.
JSS Tiger for $5 says, "How are we hiding God's dome if nobody can see it or detect it?"
Well, because first of all, the top of the dome is like 150,000 feet above us. And no one's going to see that far or be able to climb high enough to touch it, even though Nimrod did try by building the Tower of Babel. That was the purpose, because they knew about the firmament. So he was like, let's go up there, break through, and get into heaven. So God foiled that plan. So the next bit is to sail the oceans to reach the edge sideways, which is go south, right? From the compass point south, just go direct south. You'll be met with the Antarctic ice wall, which was 200 feet high. So it's like once you reach it, you got to climb up that high. It's basically a mountain just to get on top. Once you get on top, you travel further south and you'll be met with the firmament dome. But now, because of the Antarctic Treaty, before you even get close to meeting that dome, if you did make it onto the ice wall, then yeah, you'd be met with military, depending on which zone of the ice ring you're in, and if it's controlled by South Africans, Australians, China, America, Britain, Russia, Argentina, Chile. So they've all got different zones mapped out to their location with their militaries on the ice ring.
Okay, you're unable to show proof that the military is stationed in Antarctica. No flat earther has ever proven the dome. And do you know when NASA was formed?
1958.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you know when Aleister Crowley died?
No, but I know that Admiral Byrd
1947. How could Aleister Crowley help form something that wasn't created until 5 years after his death?
It was his summoning of the demon Aiwass and his work with Jack Parsons, another rocket scientist that helped found and lay the foundations for NASA. It's all satanic magic. That's all it is.
So how could someone have founded an organization that died 5 years before the organization was founded?
Like I said, the NASA was built upon his works and what he found. So.
No, you show me anything in any kind of NASA literature that shows that Aleister Crowley was involved, or AWOG, or whatever the hell you said.
All right, I feel like that would definitely fit into another conversation.
That's for the other debate.
All right, so take notes.
I just had someone in my chat ask that question.
Gotcha.
Ask it.
Radley Bow for $5 says, "Just dropped my phone. Gravity is real. Holy Book is not a science book." I think that goes for both of you.
There's no force touching or moving this cup. If I let go, it's not gravity that's pushing it down, because it's not. If gravity was pushing it down, then you'd feel gravity when trying to push it up, but you don't. There's no resistance. So gravity is nonsense.
So if you take your hand and move it up like this, can you move it up easier than if you took and put a cup in it and moved it up? Let's say you
Where's
take
the
a brick.
gravity?
Take
Show
a
me the
brick.
force
And
that's pushing it
actually,
down
gravity doesn't
or
push things
pulling it
down.
down to the
It
earth.
pulls things down. Yes. Cavendish
Well, if it
proved
was pulling
gravity.
it down, you'd feel the resistance when trying to push it up against this force that's pulling it down. It doesn't
You ever
exist.
do you ever do bench presses, NiCO? You ever do bench presses? Are they easy to do if there's a lot of weight on them? No, they aren't, are they?
Mass.
You know why? You know
and-
why? Because gravity's pulling those weights down.
Listen,
Yeah, Cavendish proved gravity. Gravimeter experiments prove gravity. Yes, absolutely. So,
All right. Awesome. All right. Let's do Tim Davidson for $2. Says claim, lie, rhetoric. NiCO got evidence. No. Yeah. Thank you so much for that.
well, I could show you. So do you know pretty much all the founding fathers of heliocentrism?
do I?
Mr. Fifth,
No.
my science teacher.
Let me get this image up.
Heliocentrism isn't a thing. It's the heliocentric model.
Yeah, it's fake.
No, it
There's
absolutely matches
no
reality.
respect from me.
Do you know what a model is, NiCO?
Yeah, and the globe isn't a model. The map doesn't
Do you-
work. It's all fake.
Do you know
It's
what
not
a
used
model is?
by any pilots?
Define a model.
Well, a model could be
Define a scientific model. I'll clarify.
a working model of something that is functioning to scale, right?
No. Scientific model is a mode. Oh shit. Misspelled it. Hold on. Scientific model is a representation of a system, process, or events in the world that uses a physical, mathematical, or conceptual model to help explain and understand it. The goal of a scientific model is to make it easier to understand a complex phenomenon so it can be used to predict future events. Bible can't do that. So now that you know what a model is, stop saying that heliocentric model's been debunked. Basically, a model is a measurement of everything. So how can the measurement of everything be debunked with a thing it measures?
Because the people that came up with that crap measurement that you're using, they were all Masons. So Kepler,
No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
Galileo, Copernicus, all of them posing with their compass and square, showing who their allegiance is. So why would anyone trust in these guys who were the first to bring about this universe and this globe and this gravity nonsense? It's all there. So I've got the image up here showing all of them in their Masonic poses.
Masonic poses.
Yeah,
They're
holding
sitting
their
there.
compass.
They're sitting there, NiCO.
Masons. There's Newton,
See-
your gravity guy. There's Kepler, Galileo, and each one from Copernicus to Kepler, Galileo, all said that the sun was different distances away, right? Until they finally sat upon and agreed upon 93 million. So it just kept changing before they could agree on something, before they could calculate what would equal 666, I'm guessing, because that's all it is. They needed to code it properly. And
Oh, so 666 is a measurement?
well, all
Is it
the
speed?
measurements, the
Is it
tilt,
angle?
the
Is it
the
distance?
spin, the traveling
Six,
distance, all adds up to
666.
Sean, let him talk.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
a lot of
My bad.
sixes in this model that you speak of.
No, there aren't. A 666, or the number of the beast, which is not really 666, it's 616, and it means Nero. It's the number of a man, NiCO. Did you not read the Bible and read where it said that? The mark of the beast is a mark of a man. It's not a measurement. It's not a distance. It's not an angle. It's not a speed. It's a measurement. It's the number of a man, Nero.
All right. All right. Moving on. Yes, Joe, read my name louder for $2 or 2 CHF. Says NiCO, any proof of the dome beyond the Bible? think you already kind of answered that.
Yeah, I think other cultures do speak of it, and well, yeah, many civilizations depicted the Earth with the same flat with a dome covering it.
All right.
A lot of ancient cultures depicted sea monsters too.
Well, those are real. Come on now, Sean.
3-headed dogs.
Yeah, I'm not saying those didn't exist.
Lions with people's faces.
But yeah, I explain all of that. It's true, they do exist. Government
It's
buildings.
mythology.
Not
It's mythology. Your flat Earth is mythology, Nathan. Or
it's antediluvian time.
NiCO.
God washed away in the Great Flood. So dinosaurs are fake. All of dragons existed, griffins, that all existed. So it was
Wouldn't-
because of the fallen angels tampering and manipulating the DNA of every creature on Earth, not just human DNA. And they created all these hybrid monsters, from Nephilim, hybrid human fallen angels, to sea monsters, to mermaids, all kinds of stuff. And that's why the Great Flood came to wash away everything.
Wouldn't Noah have loaded those animals onto the ark? Because
Only-
God commanded him put every animal, every creature that walks, crawls, or flies in the sky onto the ark. He made he did not differentiate between mythological creatures or real creatures. So are you saying God screwed up?
Oh,
Yeah, you are.
Noah knew and
If
told
none of those things survived past the flood, that means God lied and didn't send those creatures to Noah. Right?
So for those times that you would know which creatures were the abominations and which weren't. So it was pretty clear. And Noah was 500 years old, right? So
How?
he would have been there for that.
So they understood zoology back then?
They
No,
had
they didn't, because they called bats birds. No, they didn't, because they called bats birds. So they didn't understand zoology, taxonomy. You didn't understand that stuff. So how would they think that something was an abomination when it's just an animal with a face?
Because the fallen angels are here and everyone knew who the
Oh.
authority on the earth was, because the angels took over. They built all these great cities. All their buildings are still here. That's why most of the buildings all across this earth have angel statues on them in every nation, every culture. So I've already been able to uncover all of that. So again, for future.
Okay, whatever.
All right. All right, moving
Whatever.
on. For David's for €2 says, NiCO, what's heavier, 1 kilograms of feathers or 1 kilogram of metal?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with anything? You're still trying to say gravity is pulling all of that down?
No, I think it's just a thought experiment.
The question should actually be what's heavier, a pound of feathers or a pound of gold?
Yeah, so if you
Not metal.
went to a high cliff and threw off, what was it, 1,000 pounds of metal and then 1,000 pounds of feathers, the feathers, the metal is going to obviously hit the ground before the feathers do, even though they're all 1,000 pounds. And why is that, right? Why is gravity picking and choosing between the feathers and metal, which one pulls down to the ground before one another, right?
Well, I can answer that really quick, but it's just is a joke. So it's mass, right? Feathers have less mass, but
No, actually,
neither of them are, they're both the same weight. Is the same.
Pound of feathers is actually heavier. Feathers are actually heavier. Feathers and gold are measured in different scales. There's 0.9 grams less of gold than there is feathers. It's a trick question, but people who ask the trick question don't know measurements, don't know scales.
All I think of is that British guy when they have literally a pound of feathers and then a pound of metal on a scale, and it's both the same weight, and then he's like, but those are feathers, how are they? Because it's still a pound, right?
Yeah. Well, feathers are measured in apothecary weight or averdiprus weight, and gold is measured in carats. Now, if you took a scale and you weighed out a pound of feathers, and you took the same scale and weighed out a pound of gold, they're both going to weigh the same. But if you measure them in their respective scales, gold is lighter.
Thank you for that schooling, Shawn Hawkins. Noam Jansis from for $5. Thank you so much. Says graduated almost 30 years ago. Is he aware that books were written over 50 years ago? I'm assuming he is NiCO. I don't know what. Noam, do you want to elaborate on that really quick? And while he elaborates on that, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. We have 194 people. I'm missing 100 likes here. Just hit the like button, and also subscribe to the Drunk Debunk Show. We're fun here. We'll let him. All right. While he types that, oh, he said books were written 50 years ago. Yes. We're written over 50 years ago. All right, so NiCO, what were you? So he's Noam said that before you said that books were written 50 years ago. Does that? Do you mean
educational books or the modern day curriculum to suit the new NASA science crap? So they compiled a new education system that tied in together the Big Bang, NASA, Charles Darwin and the monkey theory. You know, Shawn's family over there.
All right.
Enoch.
The Book of Enoch, the one that didn't quite make it to the Bible. All right, so
chapter 72, sorry, just to bring up, that speaks of the courses of the heavenly luminaries. So this chapter alone just explains the tides, the winds, the sun, the moon, right here. It's all explained.
Gotcha. So Noam says that was taught more than 50 years ago. The heliocentric model.
Long before 50 years ago.
All right. So Bill Tetley for $10 says, "In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven." Matthew 5:16. The Bible does say you should be an example.
So yeah, quickly, the whole 50 years thing. Yeah, I know they were teaching heliocentric model from the last 5 centuries, like I just showed, Kepler, Galileo, Copernicus, Newton, but they were all teaching a wrong, incorrect model of the globe, right? With incorrect distances for the moon, incorrect distances for the sun, and the planet. So they've always been teaching wrong. So what makes people think today, now they finally have it right and that all the distances are correct, even though they've been wrong time and time again over the centuries?
Because our standards and our precision of measurement becomes better and better and better over the centuries. As a matter of fact, we've measured the distance to the moon with laser, and we measured the distance to the sun with radar. Just exactly how far we said it was. You can actually measure the distance to the sun through triangulation on the Earth. So you're wrong.
All right. All right. So we have, yes, Joe, read my name louder for 10 CHF. Thank you, Joe, for all these freaking super chats. So the people that translated your holy book are sodomites, but you blindly trust that specific translation. Never came to your mind that the king manipulated that book so that it fits his needs.
Again, the word of God was written by man that were able to, they had the Holy Spirit, right? That's how it was written. You can read it and feel the Holy Spirit. Not like when you read some science book from some professor from Cambridge or Harvard, right? It's a load of crap. It's funded government nonsense that paid the research to be set up a certain way to get the results that they want. And that's what they teach and push and put the title researchers, MD this and PhD that and Dr. Duchovny this and blah, 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 Barbara Streisand nonsense crap. They just assign these universities and give a Nobel Prize, and then people like Shawn are like, yeah, see, Darwin and the monkeys and the Big Bang. Here we are. Look, this guy got a Nobel Prize, so it must be true. No, I'll take
I have a question for NiCO from one of my viewers,
All right, yeah, go ahead.
and I'll expand on it. Can NiCO explain why all the nautical charts have longitude lines that converge going north or south from the equator? And why, if the Earth is flat and the globe came from the flat Earth, why are all the longitude lines, the lines of longitude, measured in the straight lines of longitude, measured in degrees of a circle?
Because no one's saying that Earth is not round or in a circular shape. You can see the maps, the logos for the United Nations and all their entities. They use the same map that you guys say is disproved and is not accurate with the distances, but yet they use it. So
right, they use a projection of the globe as their icon or their logo. But do you know what a line of longitude is, NiCO? It's not the one that goes around. It's the one that goes from the North Pole out. On the flat Earth, that's a flat, straight line. Why is it measured in degrees of a circle? You want me to answer that for you? Because it is a circle. It goes from north to south, from the North Pole to the South Pole, back up to the North Pole. That's why it's degrees of a circle, not lengths of a.
The lines of longitude from the North Pole is going straight and curving around in a circle to go hit the South Pole. If you're gonna,
no, it's going around. Never go straight. Never go straight.
That's why I stopped debating.
It's always a curve.
2019. There's no getting through to you people, man.
You mean you kept losing debates
up
until 2019?
Debating from 20,
and now you're losing this one.
And I was like, whoa, these people are ridiculous. I came across the thousands of Shawn Hawkins just like you and worse. So I'm just
right. Smart people that don't believe in delusion.
Regurgitating. NASA.
No, I've got evidence. I have evidence. I have evidence and proof for everything I say, man.
He's got a Nobel Prize.
All right. Before we lose it, I got a lot more questions to go through. We'll make them quick from here. So Tim Davidson for $5 says, "Not changing." This is to the scientific community. Not changing. Is correcting, learning, getting more information, and adding to what we already knew. For fuck's sake. So science isn't changing, it's learning. That's what his point is there. For Tim Davidson, we have $2. Says, "Noah, watch out, one of the unicorns is getting away." Is that why there's no more unicorns? All right, JSS Tiger for $5 says, "With a dome height of 150,000 feet, sun diameter is a maximum of 1,310 feet due to angular size of half a degree."
Yeah, your stats, your degrees, your 8 inches per square mile, your lines of longitude and latitude, all debunked. Doesn't work. You can talk about it, look in your book and professor this. It doesn't work. None of it works.
It absolutely matches reality, NiCO. How can you say it doesn't work? It's been measured.
Only the reality that you've made up for yourself to believe in. That's what it matches with. Real people living in this real world are looking and being like, that doesn't add up. So I don't know what world you're looking at and living in, but it's not the real world, Shawnee.
No, geosurveyors measured it with using spherical excess.
It's time to let go of this fantasy land, Shawn.
Sorry, I'll take measurements over the Bible any day. I'll take measurements over the Bible that gets the value of pi wrong any day of the week, buddy.
You deserve to know the truth, and I'd live at least one day in this truth, in this life. Like, you spent way too long spinning through this madness, fantasy crap. It's time to let it go, Shawn. And you, Mike, let it go.
What? I'm just the moderator. Why are you picking on me? All right, so we have we are done with the super chat questions. Now we're moving on to the tag questions. There's just a few of these. These are more kind of like jabs, but NiCO, Why do you have such a hate boner for Masons? I feel like you already answered that quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm not into the Brotherhood. I believe and know for a fact that they're against Jesus. They're pro Lucifer. They're pro LGBT. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's enough.
Yeah.
No, my dad
I
wasn't
agree.
pro LG. I know my dad wasn't pro LGBT.
That's because he was sworn to secrecy, Sean. He didn't tell you
No,
what
that's because he was a
Brotherhood
no,
were doing on their secret meetings.
no, that's because he was a bigoted Missouri boy. That's why.
Oh, that's the act that they portray, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
they're in the closet, Sean. Your dad was in the closet.
All right.
So you're a
All right,
Mason, and you know all about this
All
being
right.
a Mason.
I've,
The only way you can know about the secret stuff is if you were a Mason.
all right.
Oh,
So were you a Mason?
no, never.
All right.
Then okay, then shut up.
Okay. Moving on. So I can keep
Jesus.
this monetized. Bill Daly says, as a devout Christian, I can attest the Bible preaches a globe Earth.
No, it doesn't. Stop this. Get out of here. Stop that. I'm not-
NiCO, I got a question. You guys claim that the Arctic 24-hour sun is real, right?
Well, that makes sense. It fits the model, the Gleason map model. Yeah, I'm not saying
Okay.
sorry, the Gleason map's not a model, it's just a map, right? But it fits the portrayed model that the Bible speaks of, and it makes sense, and that's what we see, right? I've never had
Awesome.
an issue of the
Awesome.
Arctic.
Where's the chariot? Where's the chariot carrying the sun across the sky? Where's the portal that it takes that sun into? That's what the Bible says.
That's what the Book of Enoch says.
Yeah. So where's the chariot?
Yeah, it's right here in chapter 72.
No, show me a video of the chariot. Not the Bible. I don't want to
Wait,
hear you read
is
your
that
Bible.
actually? Is that
Show me
actually?
the chariot?
Oh, that's where Santa comes from. So Santa's actually the sleigh. He's holding the sun. It all makes sense. Then.
So show us videos of a chariot carrying the sun across the sky.
Am I ever going to be as funny as Ryan?
If your cosmology is true.
All right. No chariot. Proof of chariot. All right, moving on. So Steve Wilson says, how many flat earthers does it take to change a light bulb? A, answer, they're never going to change anything. Is the all right. All the jabs I feel like we can just kind of get through because
Flat Earth is rising, whether you guys like to admit it or not. People are looking into it more than ever. Yeah, the same trolls that you've had for the 10 years. Dell?
Dell's an idiot, dude. Stop listening to Dell.
Oh, Dell.
Jumping on board with this and realizing
Rising Earth is a thought experiment, not to be taken seriously in real life. It's a thought experiment based on reference frames.
Yeah, I'm not talking. Earth's not moving, so yeah, I'm not into no rising Earth or sideways Earth or spinning Earth. None of that.
All right, fair enough. All right, we have Tiles says, question, NiCO. Why does the King James Bible say the earth is in space in Job 26:7? He stretcheth out the north over the empty place and hangeth the earth upon nothing.
No, it doesn't say that. It says on
Sounds like space to me.
Earth is firm on its foundations, right? So on the pillars, and it says it's his footstool. So it specifically says in the first chapter of the Bible that the firmament is firm. It separates the waters above from the waters below. So again, you guys can't cherry pick certain verses and use words and be like, oh, it says space, it's hanging. Where is it? Oh, look, it must be what NASA shows us in their CGI Disney cartoons. So good try.
So the Bible's wrong? He just read out of the
Oh,
Bible.
your interpretation of it is
That's from the Bible.
wrong.
Not
So-
my interpretation. That's a quote
Well, you're gonna
from the
try and
Bible.
fit a whole 50 years of NASA crap science into that one verse because it mentions space and hanging. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you claim. You claim the Bible's true. That's the Bible.
Yeah, you
That's
picked
what the
up-
Bible
you
says,
picked the
NiCO.
only verse
So
without
you
the
cherry
firmament.
pick the verses
You
you
guys are
like. You
so
like.
afraid of the firmament. You'll pick any verse that you can't pick a verse that has firmament because then you have to explain the dome. So you find
The
any other
firmament.
verse.
firmament is the sky, NiCO. Expanse.
Rakia,
It's the sky.
Rakia.
Right, an expanse.
Yeah, no, in my chat, his native language is Hebrew. he disagrees with the translation of Rakia, but all right, let's move on. I just got from Tim Davidson for $5 says statistically more people Google constipation than flat Earth.
That's good.
That's a fun fact, Tim Davidson. Thank you so much. And then
People are more scared of constipation than they are of flat Earth. So yeah.
And then we have Cuppy from Twitch chat says, what benefit would proving a flat Earth have for society other than the "I told you so's"? That should be easy to answer.
Wait, so what are the benefits of being able to prove what we're stating?
Yes.
It should speak for itself. Like, what would you do and see and feel if say we were able to hijack an F-22 Raptor, right, or Harrier, hovered it up, flew south to Antarctica, lowered it a bit, got close enough, got past whatever military, maybe they're on a break, we just made it to where we needed to make it to prove it, and then we went live. Magically we get the best 5G signal. Somehow there's a tower at one of the stations and we bounce it off to the Starlink, we get signal, we go live on YouTube or whatnot, and we're like, we're here, we just landed this Harrier that we took from the base back home. We're here at as far south as we can go, and look, we're touching a barrier, a wall, and then we show it. That's it. What more do you need to know? Like, no one's going to be able to question and be like, oh, who put that there? Oh, who built it? It covers the whole Earth, our whole realm. So that's how I envisioned it and seen many times. That's why for that to happen is near impossible, because look at the precautions the governments and the nations of the world have taken. They've got a treaty banning people from going. They make sure they have they have a Masonic lodge there though, but no one's allowed to go there. But so basically Masons are allowed to go there, right?
Do they? I didn't know that.
No, they don't.
Lodge 777.
There's no Masonic lodge in Antarctica.
Yes, there is. So you're
there should be a casino down there, for fuck's sake.
So you were given a chance to go, NiCO. Why didn't you?
That's a lot of money.
You know, no, and stealing a F-15 Harrier is a lot of prison time. So which would be better, to get caught and go to prison, or
I'll go to prison
$35,000
for sure, to take a Harrier and take it up to Antarctica and get live footage of the firmament. Game set.
You'd rather go to prison than pay $35,000 and go see it yourself. Yeah, actually, you had a chance to get a free ticket, buddy. No jail time involved, but you turned it down, right?
I'm resistance. There's no organized way of going. That looked like
okay.
Snow. They were just hanging out there in basically a snow desert field, did absolutely nothing, filmed some crap, and that's it. So that wasn't really.
But that's your opinion. You haven't proven it yet.
So I'm willing to do it the right way, the proper way, without asking permission. So we are the resistance. We don't ask government for permission. So if anyone's down and wants to help resist and try and prove the firmament, let's get it done. Let's get it sorted. Let's get some footage of some real Antarctica, of some real ice wall, of some real military, worldwide United Nations military guarding stuff over there before they shoot us out the sky something. But we need to get live footage of it, and I'm willing to be the sacrificial lamb to make it all happen.
You know, the United Nations is not a military, they're a peacekeeping force.
That's what they tell you. They're not keeping no peace.
No, that's what they are.
God hidden. They're keeping God hidden.
So show us in the Antarctic Treaty where it forbids anyone to go.
All right, we can
bring it up.
We can.
That's been done over many times. Yeah.
You can't bring it up because it doesn't exist, NiCO. I've read the whole thing. You have not.
All right, let's move on to Sir Little Wolf says, why are Flurfs obsessed with Satan's balls?
Hey, I'm not the one living on one of his balls. That's Shawn.
Sorry.
That was a pretty good comeback. I got to admit that.
That was good. I like it. All right. Tell Ria Best says the volume cannot do shadows. So
Nope. And it also can't put a sun on it. It can't project the sun on an LCD screen that'll burn a hole in a piece of paper with a magnifying glass either.
Right.
Which is what somebody did there.
Yeah,
Did
so
Jaren?
when Jaren was when they were not shooting the 24-hour sun, yeah, all that footage of them doing stuff like that, him burning that piece of paper is a separate video from the 24-hour time lapses or whatnot, or the 360. So just because he was really somewhere burning something at a set time doesn't instantly authenticate and back up a separate video that also is supposed to be at the same similar time and setting and destination, right? So
He live streamed it, NiCO. He live streamed it and answered super chats in real time. So no, it wasn't at a different location.
So Lodge 77 is the Order of the Penguin Antarctica. So that's what that is. All right, Tim Hunter.
Really?
Tim Hunter. This is kind of a jab, but he says he needs to not have chevrons on his hat. I'm in an Army NCO, and that hurts me that a person that stupid would even think of having that. So there we go, a jab.
well, yeah, obviously it's working. It's annoying all the government ops. So the military, I think, is a joke. Anyone that signed up to serve the satanic government and fight in these fake wars, yeah, they're stuck living with their shame now, and yeah, they get angered and triggered by me because I'm here rocking the camo and the insignias freely without ties to the president or prime minister, whatever dumb royal army had to serve. So yeah, I was lucky to escape that.
So I admit that I was wrong. I just looked it up, and yes, there is Richard Byrd's Masonic Order of the Penguin and Antarctica. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cool.
That's
I
cool.
like being wrong because then I get to learn.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So now that you've found that out, does it raise any questions as why there would be a Masonic lodge if they weren't as important as you said earlier in the debate? You said, oh, they're just a social club. So why does Antarctica need a social club?
Because Richard Byrd was a Mason.
So that proves again that only Masons get approved and allowed to go to restricted areas in this world.
You can go wherever you want to, man. You can go wherever you want to. So yeah, you can go wherever you want to.
Oh, there's parts of Canada
in Antarctica
to go to, let alone Antarctica.
You can explore anywhere in Antarctica that you want.
Parts of the U.S. you can't go to in the Nevada desert, where Area 51 is actually supposed to be.
The U.S. is not Antarctica with a worldwide treaty.
There's restricted areas in every nation, not just Antarctica, right? So
you can't explore my house freely. Because my house is in Antarctica.
Can't go into.
There's nothing that says you cannot explore Antarctica freely or at all. Nothing, NiCO. You've never read the Antarctic Treaty, have you?
Yeah, if I went downtown now and tried to get into the French embassy, I'd need special permission. I'm not going to get in, right? So
I'll take that as a no.
You're not allowed.
I'll take that as a no.
All right. Moving on. Mark Boots says, genuine question for King NiCO. Do you use alcohol/drugs? Are you under influence now? In my opinion, you come over like that.
No, I'm not a drug user. I do smoke marijuana. It's legal here in Canada. That's about it. I drink tea. I drink iced tea, juice. So yeah, I'm honestly, there's like certain, like I can't even drink milk, let alone alcohol. So yeah, I'm not trying to, my stomach's a mess as it is.
Iced tea, coffee, and marijuana are all 3 drugs.
Oh, stop. I know you're right, but damn it. I'm on drugs every day. God damn it. So I am a caffeine addict, in case you didn't know. Noam says, I know you kind of already answered this, but Noam says, can you please ask NiCO how high is the ice wall? I think
some images and footage that's shown that once you reach that far, if you're able to get that far, you could be met with a wall that is about 200 meters high. That's as tall as like the Empire State Building. That's pretty high up there.
All right.
Shoreline? You mean the shoreline? The cliff? Yeah, that's not a wall.
Chad is talking about coffee. It's fantastic. All right, I have Mark Boots says, NiCO, if you would get, for your standards, undeniable evidence, see it with your own eyes, would you ever accept that evidence over your interpretation of God's word? Be honest.
Well, yes, seeing is believing. I've always been a person to go by that. So definitely seeing on a screen through the internet is not something I'd ever believe in, especially in this day and age. But like you said, if I went there myself and you're telling me that with no hoax and I went there physically and I saw my GPS told me I was in the South Pole or whatever, and I saw something that, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not here to lie or make things up or to prove something that I believe, and I only believe and follow the truth. And if the truth has been manipulated and then I see something that goes against it, then I'll speak up. But right now we haven't seen that. I'm not going to be going to Antarctica anytime soon. There's a reason why. And by the time anyone says, oh, crowdfund or win the lotto, by the time any of that happens, we'll be way past that new world order. There's going to be a whole kettle of new issues and problems to deal with, driverless vehicles, robots. So
you had a chance to go for free, NiCO. You turned it down because you'd rather have denial than evidence.
Yeah, I missed that chance. I was busy doing other things. I didn't even know it was going on. So I see other people had the same opportunity. I see, again, Flatzoid's name keeps coming up. He said that he didn't get that same opportunity, even though he was emailing back and forth. So maybe if I was here or not and I was doing the same thing, I might have run into the same issues and ended up not going because I'm not a shill or a psyop or a NASA agent, as opposed to Jaren and Witsit, who Jaren's got a track record of being a shill, right? I don't know how the movement allowed him to still go on about his business after the Netflix documentary, but yeah, this is two for two now.
I mean, the cult, you can't see why the cult allowed
He
him
knows
to
it. That's why
continue.
he left willingly. He knew that no one would stand for it anymore, so he had to leave. He ran.
So you were given a chance to go for free, NiCO.
All right. Let's beat that dead horse on another in a more conversation. But for Surrender Monkey for £2 says NiCO's military rank ? I think you already kind of answered that one too.
I'm the founder and lead operator of this operation. That is Crusaders of the Resistance, Proving Bible Prophecy. If you want to say that makes me commander in chief. And I wear a logo that resembles the worldwide military sergeant insignia, which isn't a high enough rank. So if you see it as a low rank, then so be it. I don't want to put the target on my head as commander in chief anyway, right? So.
All right. Ernie Matthews for $5 says NiCO has no measurements or citations, let alone evidence. Poor little nebbish. Sorry, my wife's playing a game. Thank you so much for the $5, Ernie. Emma. So for €2, Emma M asks, be nice. I want to stay monetized with this answer. What does NiCO think about LGBTQ and why?
I think I know for a fact that's the image of Satan. to be a part of that, to be, yeah, it's Sodom and Gomorrah. God destroyed that community before, and I guess the way they're trying to take over every aspect of our lives again, it's more proof that we're in the end times.
All right. All right.
Been in the end times for 2,000 years, man.
We
Yeah,
have
not with that kind, not with that sort of community in the state that it's in now. So it's not going to last longer. So all I'm saying is that this community that you just mentioned to me is basically the community and the number one reason why Earth was flooded to begin with, why Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by fire and brimstone, and why the end times again will be just the whole world would now be destroyed, because it obviously it's a disease that won't go away.
You're obviously unfamiliar with the Roman Empire.
A bunch of sodomites too. I'm fully aware of.
So the Roman Empire was way more corrupt than you think we are today. So how could you get more corrupt than the Roman Empire to signal the end times?
So royal families and Masons and Templars and the Hamites and all royalties, they've been practicing this stuff for millennia, right? But it's just been within the royal ranks, and it's only in the recent years since the what do you call it? The rebranding of the Masonic Lodge, the Templars, the Jesuits. Since that rebranding, they've gone full force. It was only in 1976 that community came up with its logo as the 6-colored rainbow flag. And it was also the same year that Apple computers had the same rainbow 6-colored flag as their logo. So it was like there was a battle for who was having that logo, but they were both associated with it. Obviously Apple, the logo representing the fall of man, the bite into the forbidden fruit, and obviously the rainbow was the God's promise not to flood the world again. So
are you familiar with the homophobic projection? Psychological term.
So, like I said, I'm speaking very cautiously and treading on eggshell on this.
You're projecting, NiCO. You're projecting, NiCO.
All right. Let's move on. I appreciate the eggshells to keep me monetized. I appreciate it. Tim Davidson for $5 says radio moves at the speed of light. It takes 44 hours to get a signal to Voyager and back. Where on your flat Earth is 22 light hours away?
Yeah, I'm not understanding that. Is that like a Star Trek reference? What's the Voyager? Are you talking about Starship Enterprise?
Voyager.
The Voyager. The Voyager was a satellite that was shot into deep space. It took pictures of all the planets as it flew by, but now it's far beyond Pluto, outside of our solar system. And off to Never Land.
Did you just hear yourself say all of that?
Yeah, it's insane.
How did you say that with a straight face and not back up laughing?
Because
they sent this satellite, the Voyager, into outer space, and it took pictures of other planets. Have you seen those pictures of those other planets?
Yeah, it was the 90s, dude. They're not that great.
Oh, goodness.
Since then we've taken more pictures.
Yeah. Way better to see computer-generated images.
Well, they didn't need to make the. Okay, I'm not. This isn't my debate. All right, sorry.
No, you can see planets in telescopes, right? No CGI involved.
You're not looking at a planet in a telescope. You're looking at a light source.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
no, you're looking at a planet
in water.
Saturn, Venus. Yeah, you can see planets clear as a bell.
All right. All right, so we have Talria Best says, does NiCO know what a biblical angel actually looks like? The angel statues are not biblically correct because they're horrifying.
Yes, they are correct. So first of all, so again, they're just statues. A lot of them, all the statues I'm talking about are they're principalities and powers. So there's different rankings of angels. So the ones that you see in every city on the world, whether it's Argentina, the Peace Angel, or whether it's Berlin, Germany, or Toronto, Canada, Huron University, they're all holding out a crown, a wreath or a crown, right? So that's because at one point they had full control over this world and they created those cities, which is why they were positioned high up in the sky on them. So every angel, they're so high, they're looking over the city. So those are the principalities and powers. All the other angels like seraphim and the cherubim and the orphanims and the thrones, those are higher ranking angels. They don't even come in like humanoid forms. Like the thrones is the one that spins with the different spinning mechanisms and it's got eyeballs all over it and 6 sets of wings. Like I'm pretty familiar. So again, the ones that we see, the ones that came and mated with human women and created all the abominations were the principalities and powers. Those are the ranks of those angels.
Those aren't angels.
Yes, they are.
They represent republic or liberty, so they're not angels.
See,
The ones holding wreaths aren't.
let me see.
So
I have the images here. I'll bring up something then to show the rankings of the angels. But yeah, they're all over the world. Every
no,
nation,
there's
even in
no
nations,
such thing as angels.
even in nations that are not Christian. So why would they be in China? Why would they be in India? Right? Why would they be in Africa?
Show me a real angel. Someone had to sculpt them, right? Show me a real angel. Show me a photograph of a real angel.
Hello.
Anyway, go ahead.
All right. While you pull that up, Mark von Wisco says the New Testament writers were all educated Greek speakers who'd have known that the earth was a globe. There are no verses about the earth's shape. Please explain, NiCO. So the New Testament writers were all educated Greek speakers who knew that the earth was a globe. There are no verses about the earth's shape.
No, so they decided to change. They came up with this whole globe thing after Babylon fell, right? Well, Babylon didn't fall, but Babel fell. So Nimrod built this tower and it was so high up, it was high up in the sky to reach the firmament. God destroyed it. So they knew from then that they could not physically wage that war. They could not tamper with the firmament. So they, instead of going to physical war with God, they went through psychological, spiritual warfare. They says, you know what? Let's just tell the people. They're like, well, we run this society. We're the rulers of these people. They're our slaves. So we tell them and make sure we kill everyone that knows about this dome, and all the next generation will tell them it doesn't exist. And that's it. There's no such thing, right? They'll just make, that's how it came about. That's all it is. That's all your belief system of the globe came about, was just to blaspheme and rebel against God. And when they realized they couldn't do it physically, they just made up a new story because they're weak like that. That's what sodomites do.
The Tower of Babel is a story. If you would actually read the Bible, the Tower of Babel was built to try and reach God, not the firmament. And it's just an analogy to explain why different people talk different languages.
All right. Okay. So we have Nick N says, NiCO says all measurements of celestial objects are wrong. Can he provide the correct measurements?
You just got to start with basic observation, what you see and what you feel. Just want to bring up this one clip regarding Babel and the ceiling.
Wow.
Shattered that highest and hardest. I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think right now. I know we have.
So yeah, that's Hillary Clinton during her presidential run, speaking about shattering that highest and hardest glass ceiling. Like what are they talking about? So I knew right away that obviously because they're Sodomites, they're Babylonian, they're Hamites of the bloodline of Ham. they've been trying to shatter that and they know they can't, so they're finding other ways. NASA was a big part of that deception of shattering what we thought we could see, and then they showed us a different visual. So obviously that thought of something being there got taken away instantly because we saw what they showed, rockets going through the atmosphere and leaving. That's all they needed to fake and show us that we weren't closed in, was that they left and went somewhere else, which was, now we know, is a lie. It's been 100% proven. NASA faked it all. It's a lie.
The glass ceiling is a colloquial term for the social barrier preventing women from being promoted to top jobs in management. The term has been broadened to include discrimination against minorities. Marilyn Loden coined the phrase glass ceiling in a 1978 women's exposition. Another lie.
Well, Hillary's
By
not even a
by
real
NiCO.
woman. She's not even a real woman.
She's a
Okay.
lizard person. She's on my banner. Look on my banner. There's Hillary
Oh,
with a
lizard people don't exist. They wish they could be reptilian or lizard. They're just a bum, and they're just inverts. That's all. They're just inverts. That's it.
All right. I got just a few more questions and we can wrap this up. We have Calder Vasold for $5. Says, ask Cloud NiCO, what he thinks of the upcoming planetary alignment.
Wow. So now the planets are aligning. I guess that's part of this. The aliens doing it, and they're going to use that alignment to somehow slingshot around the Milky Way galaxy and land on Earth with the mothership, and then there we go.
Let's go. That sounds great.
It.
No, it's just the orbits of planets.
Is that how
That's
it's gonna,
all it is.
How is the mothership of this aliens going to slingshot around the alignment of all the planets in the solar system, right? So it's a joke.
What aliens?
But that's good. Okay, so did any of you guys do some kind of moon ritual last night for some full moon ceremony? I know you were, Shawn. You were burning your sage and charging those crystals. And what the tarot cards? What do tarot cards tell you was on the agenda?
I don't read tarot. I don't own a tarot deck. I don't own a crystal. I did no kind of ceremony. I don't kill goats. I don't drink baby's blood.
Oh wait, you don't?
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
I thought we did that. I thought we did that on Tuesdays. That's our Tuesdays thing. All right.
Oh yeah, Tuesdays.
So Odie the Fourth for $5 California Canadian says, can I bring debate Shawn? I'll bring my NiCO A game, complete with nuh-uh and whatever random conspiracy I can make up. Example, globe fake, cause nuh-uh. That's another jab. This is fun. Tim Davidson for $5 says, glass ceiling is a metaphor for the impossibility of promotion within an industry. Yes. Well, you're not supposed to do our signs. All right. Oh, this one's for you, not NiCO. You said about a Discord. Can I have it? Yeah, you can have my Discord.
My favorite Masonic symbol is this.
What is that? Oh, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Oh, gotcha.
It's a shocker.
All right. Let's keep it. Let's keep it on track here. I apologize because that was my bad. I have the grumpy old mechanic for $10. Thank you so much. St. Augustine has something to say about critters like NiCO. Reckless and incompetent expounders of Holy Scripture bring untold trouble and sorrow on the wiser brethren. Excuse me. All right. Anybody have something to say to that? Or we can move on from the jabs. Not that jab. All right. I got Spielcab von Sparta says, NiCO, how many armed penguins are guarding the ice wall, and what's the speed of density?
So obviously they're not guarding the ice wall, they're guarding the dome. So they're further inland south, right at the edge of the firmament, and they're stationed all around the ice ring worldwide to make sure no one, not even the researchers, get close enough to see or touch this solid, firm dome.
Prove it.
It's there. Antarctic.
Prove it.
All the
Prove it.
I ain't go
No,
there.
the Antarctic Treaty
Go
doesn't
there.
say anything about that, dude. Prove it.
All right.
with it.
All right.
You got
so,
no proof.
So how do you measure the speed of density is the last question. is a
Like
trick question.
copying
You do.
something? Yeah, like depends on the mass and everything. So
All right. All right, cool. Well, that's it for the questions. Okay, so now let's take care of the closing statements here. We're finishing up right on time here, it looks like. So we'll start off with NiCO since he started the debate, and then we'll end with Shawn. Take it away.
sorry, where's my
really quick. Tim Davison for $5 says, NiCO, what if I told you there's only one solar system in the entire universe? Because there's only one system with a star called Sol. SOL.
Well, or it's the soul luring system, right? So again, it's all points to satanic sigils and Lucifer and just everything that takes you away from God and pushes you in the path of evil, which is the devil.
Hey, NiCO, are you aware that Christian high schools or Christian high schools, Christian universities, seminaries all teach the heliocentric model? Are they all satanic?
My Catholic school teach not the heliocentric.
Yeah.
Is every Christian school, every professor in a Christian school, every student in a Christian school, every teacher, are they all satanic? Are they all Luciferian?
Paid off and funded by the organizations, the entities that own them and allow them to operate, which is the government. So every nation you go to, I was raised in 2 different government systems and curriculums within this Commonwealth. So I was raised on a British curriculum. And when I came younger, came to Canada and learned the Canadian curriculum, you can see the brainwashing. I learned from a young age that they're teaching 2 different things in 2 different nations to suit the standards of the nation for the future of the people that they want to use as the slaves to keep the society functioning. So I caught on real quick.
Did you know that Grace Brethren High School, the Christian school that I went to school at for 2 years, teaches both heliocentrism and evolution and the Bible? Did you know that, NiCO? So they're not trying to hide anything. They aren't knuckling under the government. They still teach the Bible, but they teach science too. There's a difference, NiCO.
Well, again, science was created and pretty much formed to contradict and disprove the Bible. So
then why do they teach both of them, NiCO?
Because they want to be able to make it appear as the Bible is being discredited on a daily, and
no,
that's why.
No, they give credence to both. They don't speak bad about either thing in either class. Got the opposite. They don't in Bible class. They don't say heliocentrism is wrong, and in science class they don't say the Bible's wrong. Bible's not a science book, NiCO. Grow up.
All right. All right, so let's go with the closing statements. All right, NiCO, you go first.
Yeah, I think it's nothing's changed. It's just pretty much the psyop, the information, the dates, the times. Shawn hasn't really been able to disprove or make me think otherwise or show me any slam dunk reveal that puts my claims or theories to rest. And I knew that would happen because Dave McKeegan tried to put everything to rest yesterday and explain everything away and didn't do a good job. So I'm like, that's the best you guys have. So it's clearly we're just going back and forth with the strength of one side versus the defenders and strength on the other side, who are just biased to their belief system or whatever they're being paid to push or prove or disprove. So it just seems that most people that are set in their ways with the globe are just it's no matter what you put in front of them, they're just set there, especially when you've you've never even questioned it after, I think, so as long as Shawn, right? So again, TFE, just a big scam, another NASA fake moon landing operation with all the same ingredients, but different recipe. And the same results, just questionable crap, trying to mock and disprove biblical cosmology and just not doing a good job. NASA was able to get away with it for a lot longer, but we're not going to let TFE get away with any of it.
All right, Shawn, you're up.
NiCO brought nothing but delusion, lies, and opinion. Except for one thing, he only brought one piece of evidence, and that was debunked by a date. I brought facts, evidence, and proof, and geometry. We'll put it to the audience to decide.
There we go.
Who won?
All right. Well, it's not who won; it's who's more convincing.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Cool. Well, I want to extend my thanks to both of you for spending your time. I mean, I didn't think it was going to take this long, but I appreciate you hanging out just 2.5 hours. I really appreciate all that time.
It was a good talk.
Yeah. If you guys want to reach out to me again, if you guys want to hop on my show again, have a debate or a conversation, I'm always open to having people on my show. So again, thank you guys so much for coming here. Again, guys, you can, if you want to go to Shawn's channel, his link is in the description. NiCO's channel also is in the description. So thank you guys very much. You guys have a great night. All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Let it go,
Good talk,
Shawn.
NiCO.
And let it go,
Yeah.
brother. Yeah, we do it again sometime.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Hey, by the way, you're quoting a lesbian, right?
Oh, all right. All right. Bye, guys.
Let it go.
Bye.
Holy moly. Wowzers. Well, that was a lot of fun. He didn't say he won. Yo, like Ryan. Cubby, I am so sorry. I didn't know what to do with that. So I'm very sorry about that. So thank you, Flatties, Globies, all kinds of, all walks of life in my chat tonight, and in the support. It is fantastic. Thank you guys so much for the for all the super chats. That is incredible support. 110 likes. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it, guys. So let's see. We have so NiCO. So who is more convincing, guys? We have 56 votes. We have 151 people here. So vote away. If NiCO comes up on top, I will take this shot of tequila. There you go. If NiCO comes up on top. For wife slappy booty crimes. How stupid can NiCO be? Listen, it wasn't my debate, but I can commentate on it. Everyone's gonna. It doesn't make a difference because we already know who was more convincing. Take the shot anyway. All right, I'll take it anyway. This is too. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do this properly. We're gonna take this shot properly, guys. All right, here we go.
In a tavern old and
All right,
cozy,
two, to celebrate the first ever Mike Over IP, the Drunk Debunk Show, moderated debate on the Drunk Debunk Show channel. I feel like that went very well. Criticisms, please, criticisms. Love to hear it. To you, to the Drunk Debunk Show. Cheers.
Oh, we'll drink and debunk till the early morn. Raise a glass. Let the truth be known with
Whiskey and wisdom will carry on.
Let the Drunk Debunk Show a place to call home.
All right. I very much hate Flat Zoidberg, but NiCO is getting up there. NiCO says, don't lie, you'll take the shot either way. Cheers. Yes, cheers, guys. Do you really want criticisms, Mike? Of course I do. I need to be better. I need to be better at this. After being in NiCO's presence, I think everyone needs a drink. $2 from JSS Tiger says, calling something CGI is not the same as knowing. That is correct. Yes, Discord, DM me in Discord, absolutely. Emma says, what happened to my super chat? Give me my $2. Wait, what? You super chatted and I didn't read it off? Emma, why does what does NiCO think about LGBTQ and why? Is that the one? Because I read that and I was very nervous about what he was going to say, but he I feel like he answered it. I feel like he answered it to the best of his ability. You want to see NiCO debate Steve? That wouldn't be a debate. That would just be a circle jerk. Oh shoot! I prove no curvature. That's the proof of the challenge. What? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no. I don't remember how long ago it was. If you want to check the VOD or rewind. Yeah, I read that one. You prove nothing. All right. Yeah, but it'll be there. You can watch it. You can watch it on the VOD. I don't know the timestamp on it though. It was probably like a half hour ago, maybe. NiCO made like 20 claims and didn't back up a single one. Dude, Davids, were you expecting anything less? Like nobody can expect anything less. NiCO has nothing. NiCO has nothing but claims and what other people say and tell him, right? As long as it lines up with his. NiCO is by far the best to watch on these debates. Oh, Taz. You're also convinced that I'm someone who lives in Wisconsin, so like like really convinced. Oh shit. All right, well that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Again, thank you so much for all the support, for all the super chats. I hope to be to get more debates on the channel. This was a lot of fun. Super fun for me. No, I'm redeemed. Change a light bulb for 10,000 bits or 10,000 what is it called? 10,000 flurfs. I forgot we did that. Oh my god, NiCO's the best if you want to lower your IQ. Noam, yes, you have a good night as well. Good night, Noam. Robbing NiCO is hilarious. You couldn't even spell her own intentions properly. Oh, I don't know what that means. Density. Did NiCO say mass or maths to my question how to calculate the speed of density? Mass. He said mass. The fact that he answered that question was like it was definitely a facepalm situation. You gave me a thumbs up. Good show. Thank you so much, Flat Infinite Plain Earth. Make sure you guys, like, I don't care if you're flatty, if you're globy, if you're a crabby or a patty, hit the like, hit the sub. I want you here. We all have fun. But yeah, there we go. All right, guys. I really gotta go though. Enjoy the rest of your night. Oops. Big clap for you guys. All right, enjoy the rest of your night. I love you all. Join the Discord. Linky is in the chat. I'll pin it as well. It changes every single stream. So go ahead and click on that. Looks like Shawn won at 81%. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Love y'all. Bye. Don't worry. Hold on. I'm putting on some tunes. I was too quick. All right, guys. Enjoy some Flat Earth Tears.
They travel to the edge to see the endless day, bringing charts and cameras to prove what they say. But the sun didn't set and the planet didn't end. Now they're scratching their heads and calling it pretend. The world kept spinning as the light stayed on. Flat earthers tried to cheer, but the proof was gone. Antarctica showed them what they didn't want to see, a globe's victory, reality's decree. Flat earth tears on frozen ground, globers dancing all around. Their theories crumbled under the sun's bright truth. Science won the game and crushed the untruth. They packed up their disbelief, hid it in a case, still cried conspiracy to save some face. No edge to find, no great abyss, just a round earth with a daylight kiss. The skeptics lost in a luminous parade, under a sky that never betrayed. Flat earthers sighed, holding maps and lies. Globers laughed beneath Antarctic skies. Yes.